This is the second disappointing thing that's happened to me today.
Well, thankfully, your RAA home insurance covers you for ceiling damage caused by a storm.
Great.
And your claim won't be a hassle for you because all our claims are handled right here in SA.
Excellent.
So what was the first disappointing thing that happened today?
I won the meat raffle at the footy club.
Oh.
We do more. Get a quote today.
Good afternoon, welcome to the NPL South Australia. It is round 11 action today, and today the Croydon Kings host Adelaide City on live from Polonia Reserve. Round 11 is proudly supported or proudly presented by Velo, Australian-made and engineered sports lighting. Very overcast conditions, but a very important game for both teams, and well, none more than Croydon, I suppose. They're not on a good run. But we'd also like to acknowledge our support from the RAA. The RAA proudly supporting football in South Australia. Get an insurance quote today from the RAA. And also, at the end of the game, we'll be presenting the Greenplay Australia Man of the Match with 2 bottles of Claymore wines going to the lucky recipient of the Greenplay Australia Man of the Match. It's a very good afternoon to our commentary team today. I can hear some rustling, a lot of rustling going on. But our commentary team today is yours, Paul Pellizzari, with Rob Peppicelli always by my side, and our statistician Paul Bombardieri. It's a very good afternoon to you, Rob.
Yeah, good afternoon, Paul. Good afternoon to the viewers that are watching this huge game today. It is round 10, Croydon up against Adelaide City. If you remember, they played each other in the FFA Cup quarterfinals on Tuesday night, and yeah, Adelaide City winning that game. I think it was on a penalty shootout. Brazza was down there. Anyhow, you can introduce Brazza. He'll let us know.
Sure, I was going to give him a big build-up. Good afternoon to our statistician, Paul Bombardieri.
Yes, good afternoon, Paul. Good afternoon, team. And yeah, it should be a good game between Adelaide City and Croydon. And weather, well, it's it's wet, but it's a winter sport. But
that's right, it's a winter sport. That's the bottom line. So, without further ado, debuting as he's been up with us before, but debuting as our boundary rider. It's a very good afternoon to Mark Brazzali.
Good afternoon, fellas, and pleasure to be here today.
Good to have you on board for your expert comments. I know I've asked you to be as impartial as possible, Mark, but
Yep.
How do you see today going? You said it's an important game for both teams.
Yeah, look, obviously the results of last few weeks for Croydon haven't been where they want it to be, and obviously Adelaide City's picked up a couple of good results in the last week. So where the table, obviously the table doesn't lie, and I feel today is a game that's possibly, a little bit of a cup final for both guys to get 3 points. So it's a big game, especially they played against each other Tuesday night with Adelaide City prevailing 2-1 in that game. And, a bit of spice from last Tuesday night. I think Croydon will be wanting to bounce back and get the 3 points today.
Okay, gentlemen, let's have a look at round 10 results last weekend. What happened? Some interesting results for sure.
Well, actually, he's got a each way bet, I reckon, today.
Who has?
Brazza. He's the former Croydon coach who's wearing black and white.
And was an ex-LA City boy too.
And an ex-LA City boy.
So
You can't lose today, Brazza.
look, I'm looking forward to a great game today, to be honest, guys. I think the weather's good. It's not raining at the minute. The pitch looks nice and soft. So I think, obviously we're in for a good treat for everybody.
Tipster's nightmare. Have a look at round 10 results. Adelaide City in an upset, I'd have to say, and people might question that, but beating Metro Stars last weekend 1-0. Upset or not, Rob?
Yeah, I think so. With the team they had, not as strong. There's a few players, I think Elliot Green went back overseas. Not sure, I think it was for family reasons. Christopoulos wasn't playing in that game as well. So they had a few players out and they had a good win against Metro Stars. And as I said before, they won in the FFA Cup too as well, Brazza, against Croydon Kings.
Yeah, they did. So, yeah, obviously they've done well in the last couple of weeks. LA City have turned a little bit of a corner, so be an interesting game today. Obviously they've got a couple of players out, I think. Nicholas Bucco's not playing today, injured, and
You've got the 5 yellow cards and he's injured as well.
but they've got some quality coming in with Marcus Flores coming in and Evan Christopoulos. So You know, look, it's still a competitive team, and I think a very good side. So I'm expecting a good game.
So LA City winning 1-0 against Metro Stars. West Adelaide and Olympic was a 1-1 draw. Campbelltown, I think they're the team to beat for this season. Campbelltown 3, Adelaide Comets 0. Parry Hills are doing okay, aren't they, boys? Parry Hills 4, South Adelaide 1. Adelaide United going down 1-0 against the Blue. That was our match of the round last week.
Yep.
And Raiders had a great win over the Croydon Kings, 5-1.
What happened there, Brazza?
Raiders scored 5 goals and we didn't. So look, no, it was actually an interesting game. I think the first 25-30 minutes of that game, Croydon were all over Raiders, and then scored early, and then the floodgates opened. I think just Croydon just sort of shut off. And look, all credit to Raiders. They're a good side, and you know they're on their merry way.
That Terence Carter's a great player.
Very good player. Very good
sort
player.
of couple, didn't he?
Yeah, he's quick. He's a good player.
Speaking of floodgates opening, last night round 11 kicked off. I don't know if we've got that on screen for you. That's the table as it looks after.
Yeah, it's there.
There we go. So last
Another great win. No?
Another thumping though for poor old South Adelaide. 5-1 by the Adelaide Olympic.
Can't see them coming back, Brazza, but I think South are gone.
Well, look, you would think so. I think they've only got, I can't see the screen here, boys, but what, they're on 4 points or something like that?
Correct.
At the moment, so 4 points. You know, there's obviously 10 games left to go. You know, it's a big ask for them at the moment. It's a lot of points to catch up, and obviously, you know, today's result depends a lot on South too, because if LA City do lose today, it keeps South in the hunt. LA City win, makes it even harder for South at the end of the season.
To my eyes, the Blue Eagles have been a surprise packet, aren't they? On top of the table on 23, Campbelltown on 20, Comets 19. Then we've got Raiders, Metro Stars 16 apiece. LA United on 13, along with Parry Hills, Olympic on 12, Croydon on 11. West Adelaide 8, Adelaide City 6, and South Adelaide on 4. Quite enough the good start to the season. Brazza, not doing too well of late.
Look, they've had a couple of bad results last few weeks, but you know, they're not playing overly bad. I think the team is very young. It's a very young squad, probably one of the youngest squads going around. So you know, you're going to get your ups and downs with a young squad. So they started the season well. I think today's an important game to get a result and build a bit of confidence. And you know, obviously we'll see how the game pans out.
Brazzo, would you say that Croydon and Adelaide City their aim for this season will be just to stay, survive and not get relegated?
Well, look, obviously Adelaide City would be, obviously because they've started the season with 6 points down, so their objective definitely would be to survive. Whereas Croydon, you know, there's still plenty of points to play here, and you know, they're only sort of 2 to 3, I think 3 points out of the 6, so 4 points. So you get a win today, and you look, you're back in this league. Being only so many teams, you just need to get two wins on the trot, and you're back up there. So, you know, I mean, I would say that there's always a chance of still doing it, making the 6 for Croydon. I wouldn't be looking at relegation for them at the minute. No, definitely not. They should be still looking up.
Okay, gentlemen, some important games coming up in round 11 as well. We'll be covering this one here between the Croydon Kings and Adelaide City, but some other fairly important games around the traps. Let's have a look, Rob.
Yeah, West Adelaide against Comets today at 3 o'clock down at the Adelaide City. They're playing at Adelaide City Park.
Who's that?
West Adelaide.
Yep, well, they're homeless at the moment.
Yep. Blue Eagles up against Campbelltown, the local derby there at the Blue Eagles ground.
And top of the table clash too.
Yep. Metro Stars against Parry Hills, the TK Shuttle Reserve, and Adelaide United against Raiders at the Velo Football Centre. All games at 3 o'clock.
You'd be happy with that, I thought, Rob.
Very happy.
Yeah. Okay, some head-to-heads, boys, just to get you thinking before we go for our tips, and we go around the table here. Mark Brazzale, of course, our boundary rider today, filling in for Ryan Marveggio, who's got an expensive couple of weeks coming up, I believe. A couple of weddings, so he's be putting his hand in his pocket there. Croydon Kings, Adelaide City, here at home. The last 18 meetings, Croydon have won 5 times, drawn twice, and 11 losses to Adelaide City. So Adelaide City not scared to play Croydon here at home at Polonia Reserve.
With a different team.
Oh, look, stats are stats. I know, Rob, but that's what a lot of things are based on in this day and age. Brazza, wouldn't you say? I mean, psychologically, bogey teams, all that sort of stuff. That's what it's all about sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes it does. Obviously, it's a different year, different era, different coaches, both sides, and you know, different personnel. So, whether you read into that too much, I don't. But it's going to be a tough encounter. That's all I guess.
Now, who said it was going to clear up?
I was hoping you guys are
Paul
right.
or Jimbo?
Well, I think
you guys are right in there.
I don't know about if we're right in here. There's a lot of plastic, as you can see. I don't know if our viewers can see that. Yes, absolutely. Although the insurance policy is good for Rob, so if there's
I've got everything
yeah.
undercover.
You've got everything at Polonia Park today. You've got the weather and you've got perfect service there, Paul.
The last time these two teams met in May of this year, Croydon Kings losing to Adelaide City in the Cup, of course, 2-1, as Rob mentioned earlier on. In the league, Croydon touched up Adelaide City 4-0. It's away from home, mind you. Last year, there was a 1-1 draw between these two teams, and Adelaide City with a 3-2 victory over Croydon. So there's always been a few goals in this game, Brazza. So are we expecting that today, or the conditions? You're out there on the ground. What's it like?
Look, the pitch at the moment, if I can just make a quick turn, the pitch looks very good, guys. It's not cut up. It's soft. It looks very good for football today. Look, over the years we've had some good results with goals, and look, normally in conditions like this, it's not a great thing, not a great service to defenders. So you'll always see maybe a few slip-ups here or there. So generally you might see some goals. Robbie.
Okay, looking at their lineups, guys. In today's round 10 clash, we'll go to Croydon Kings first. In goals, number 21, John Hall. Number 2 is Johnny Panagaris. 6 is Karen Stokes. 7 is Christos Stephanopoulos. 17, Alex Damazzi. 9 is Nathan Munro. The captain for Croydon Kings is number 10, Luke Klimick. Number 16 is Adam Martinello. 18 is Jared Brazali. 20 is Zaid Hennicky. 23 is Patrick Karacha. On the bench for the Croydon Kings, coming back from injury, is number 4, Alex Sanansky. Number 13, Eric Scardino. 14, Peter Mercurio. 15, Kelvin Kamburu. And reserve goalkeeper is Sebastian Matosevic. So that's the Croydon Kings lineup. Looking at the Adelaide City lineup. Do you want to do it, Bomber?
Yep. So for Adelaide City, we've got Ryan Veach in goals. Bradley Corbo. Number 5 is Zach Waters. Number 6 is Dominic Matriciani. Number 7 is Christopher Pepe. Number 8 is Joseph Costa. Number 9 is Anthony Costa. Number 10 is Evan Costopoulos. Number 14 is Ante Makulic. Number 17, Stefan Casabore. Number 18, Paul Radici. Number 48 is Marcus Flores. Number 22 is Harris Vukic. Number 45 is Thomas Maritic. And 49 is Massimo Falco. And number 20 is Yane
Delangas. So the starting lineup is, you have to do the starting lineup, Bomber.
Yep.
Ryan Veach is in goal, Bradley Corbo, Zach Waters, Dominic Matriciani, Christopher Pepe, Joseph Costa, Anthony Cotta, Stefan Casabore, Marcos Flores, the captain, Harris Vukic and Thomas Marisic. That's the starting lineup. On the bench, Evan Kostopoulos, Ante Makulic, Paul Radici, Massimo Falco and Yanni Delangas.
Sorry, it's got more than 5 letters, boys. Are you struggling?
Sorry. Referee for today's clash is the captain, Daniel Cook.
He's only got 4 letters, so we're right with that one.
Dion Turner, he's assistant, and Harold Spanner.
I hope he doesn't throw one in the woodwork. Hey, we don't want any of that. Okay, let's have a look at, as we said, these two teams in their last few outings have got very mixed fortunes. Croydon's reading doesn't look too good. The last 5 games, 3 losses, a win, a loss and a win, Croydon, and Adelaide City, 3 wins and 2 losses. So it's pretty mixed bag, very hard to tip this one here. But based on what you've heard, what you've seen, let's go around the table. Shall we start with our boundary rider, Mark Brazali? Your thoughts, unbiasedly, of course.
Yeah, look, I am being unbiased, but I do think Croydon should win today. Obviously playing at home, and obviously for they lost 2-1 Tuesday night. So for me, if there's ever a chance that you want to bounce back and off a loss, that you're playing the team that you just got beaten 4 days ago, there's no more motivation than what it is today. So I'd expect Croydon to come out and get a result today.
Bomber?
I'm more leaning towards draw, actually, today.
Fair call.
Why not?
Why not? Mr. Pepper?
Yeah, I'm leaning towards Croydon. Only Adelaide City lineup is it's not as strong as I think. I know they got Pepe. They signed him up from the Comets. Christopoulos coming back from, he's starting on the bench though. Marcos Flores has come back from injury as well. So there's a few players on a back from injury sort of thing. So I think Croydon they've got not a bad lineup, and I'll just sneak Croydon with a win.
Okay, I'm going to go against the grain. I'm going to go Adelaide City have been a very Jekyll and Hyde so far this season, but I'm thinking Dr. Jekyll might come out today and be the right Adelaide City. So I'm going to go in a very close one. Conditions will probably even these two teams up. It is 9v11, is it, on the table, boys? Yeah, 9v11. So I don't think we're going to see a great encounter. The conditions will probably even it all up, but I'm going for a slight Adelaide City win here today.
See the players coming onto the field. Just looking at the Facebook page. If you do want to watch the game, it's on the Football Federation of SA's Facebook page or on the FFSA TV. You can watch it on YouTube. So just a couple of comments there. I think Stella Love just reiterating that the FFA Cup was Adelaide City 1-2-1. Thank you, Stella. Peter Kehoe. Great to see Marcos Flores back. City needs the points today. Go City. So that's the people on the Facebook page. If you do want to comment, go ahead and do it on the Facebook page.
So once again, as we said, welcome to Polonia Reserve for our viewers through Facebook Live and YouTube Live. It's all thanks to Velo, round 11 action. And, well, I tell you what, you're not hearing static in your broadcast. It's the rain coming down as Mark Brazzali's very well covered with his black and white umbrella there. But is he supporting the Reds or is he supporting the black and white? He's all kitted out in black and white.
I think at the moment I'm not supporting anyway because I'm
Just
cold
want to be
here.
warm, yeah.
Can I ask you something about the strip of Croydon Kings? Why have they gone away from the red strip? Traditionally in the old days, they used to always have the red,
Well,
not the
I
white
suppose
top.
it's red or it's white. It's white and it's
But
red.
your home games.
Well, traditionally, if you look at if they do go traditionally to the Polish national team,
It's white.
it's
Okay.
white.
All
If
right.
you're going to look at that far
Maybe that's
back,
the
and if they're
reason.
keeping it that way, the Polish national team is white. So I suppose since I've been at the club for the last 10 years, it's always been white shirts, red shorts. So
Okay.
I don't know it any different, to be honest.
I just
Okay.
remember the old days. Used to
Yeah.
be the old red.
That was a
line
long
now.
time ago.
Rob likes reminiscing. Round 11 action about to get underway. It's going to be very trying conditions for both teams, as you can hear and see the rain coming down here at Polonia Reserve. Croydon hosting Adelaide City. It
Starting
is
to break up.
Yeah, if you look down west, it is starting to break up a little bit. So hopefully probably by the end of the game it'll clear up. How's that? So
Yeah, maybe.
We only can hope, guys.
would have liked it to clear up right now, but anyway, that's the way it is. As Bomber said, it's a winter sport,
Are you
winter
getting wet?
conditions. Am I getting wet?
Yeah.
Well, I've got Well, look at
Oh,
look here. Look at the towels around me. Got the cords around me. Just tell my family I love them if we don't make it out of this.
No, everything's tied up with plastic, so we should be fine.
Not on my side. It's not. There's no plastic on these four cords. But anyway, we're just about to get underway here at Polonia Reserve. 9v11 and Adelaide City starting with -6 at the start of this season with a mountain to climb. If you've just come in and tasted the NPLSA for the first time, Adelaide City are in the traditional black and white stripes, and they'll be kicking to right of screen, and Croydon in the white tops, red shorts, white socks will be kicking to left of screen. Just about to get ready for kick-off. Captain Cook, Daniel Cook, to get us underway. Polonia Reserve. Round 11 action.
So Croydon Kings kick away there. They're going to attack. They are attacking towards the left-hand side of the screen if you are watching it live. And that's the scoreboard end. And obviously Adelaide City kicking towards the right-hand side, which is the clubhouse. And as Croydon Kings right in front of our commentary position, Panagaris gets it down the line. Headed on there by Munro. In the way it's Costa. Joey Costa goes back to a player that we haven't seen this season. It's Haris Vukic in that lineup. Gets it into attack. Chets it down though by Croydon Kings. Through the play there in Stokes. Centre of the ground, Elithamo. Flores, the captain, was there. It's going to be slippery down here as Adelaide City have got the ball into the defence. Free kick to Adelaide City in the back line.
First foul of the afternoon going the way of the black and whites. Costa will leave it for Marisic to take it. Big tall Tommy Marisic. Rain still coming down here at Polonia Reserve. Marisic goes to the far side. It's a low one. Cut out by Klimek for Croydon. Ball in dispute at the moment, but now some tidying up. Rosali goes to the far side. Klimek trying to touch. Wins a throw in. Came off the player there. Is that on the far side? What number was that over there? Couldn't.
Which side?
Could have been Castelborde on the far side. Yeah. So throw in. Still ball on in the middle of the park. Flores has it at his feet, being held. Could have almost won a free, does so. Well picked up by the referee. So free kick to Adelaide City on the halfway line. Poloni Reserve. Some spots of rain there, young Pete, I think, on your camera.
So the boys with Adelaide City on that far side.
It's coming down now.
It's coming down. As it goes right hand side, Adelaide City into attack through Pepe. Good to see him back playing. Played with the Comets.
Who said anything of clearing up? It's coming down harder, Rob.
Over the side, over the goal line.
Corner kick.
Pepper jelly kiss of death here.
It's clearing. It's coming.
Oh,
I believe Jimbo, don't worry.
What, it's Segina?
Yes.
It's clearing.
So, Flores, right-hand side of the park. It'll be a right-footed outswinger. Goes low. Cleared here by the defence of Croydon. Back to Flores it goes. Lets it go over the goal line. Once again, it's a corner kick, number 2.
Yep, number 2 for this half.
Munro doing the defending for Croydon. Big fella back there. So now once again, take 2. Flores hoping for maybe a bit better delivery. Still pretty low. Carachias should clear for Croydon. They eventually do. It's hacked forward by Munro, but no one up front. Giving chase is Waters. In the water over there. Plenty of water here today as Brazzali goes for the safety of the line, and that'll be a throw in to Adelaide City. Far side of the ground.
It's a good start from Adelaide City, guys. First 5 minutes or so, they're still trying to keep control of this ball. I think they're good intensity, which I saw Tuesday night. So it's a good start from Adelaide City.
Handling the conditions better, you think, Brazza?
At the moment, they are. They're looking like they're prepared to keep the ball a bit more. So obviously, it's wet out there, but they're having a good start.
Croydon Kings in the way in the back lines. Jared Brazzali sends it over the sideline for a throw into Adelaide City. Anthony Costa getting it from Waters. Trying to go through to Joey Costa. Waters again with the ball. It's Harris Vukic. Murisic looking for support. Does switch it towards the right hand side to Pepe. He controls it.
Former Croydon boy?
Yes, he was. Yep.
Started, then went to Comets.
He won the championship with us in 2014.
It goes in the attack. Adelaide City trying to get there. Keeper comes out. Does well. And he'll send it into attack.
Johnny Hall would probably want a better game than we last saw him at Blue Eagles. He had a bit of a nightmare. As Croydon now come out of defence. Brazzali on the far side. It's a high ball close to the line. Gee, good header by Waters. Gave Damazi a notice to say, listen, I'm here today. Klimek maybe just getting in some instructions on the far side.
Not bad footage there, Paul.
That looks good,
With
actually. Yeah. So ball on the halfway line. Under pressure was Anthony Costa. Croydon struggling to come forward to penetrate. They have the ball now. Martinello plays it up the line. And Damazi couldn't keep it in, so it'll be an Adelaide City throw-in, far side of the ground. Waters quickly to Costa, who's charged down, and Adelaide City should come out of the danger zone. Marisic leaves it for his keeper. A little bit under pressure there, Veach, but gets a good clearance in the end.
So Adelaide City with the ball. Goes short.
Campbelltown 1-0 up, boys.
Back to Matriciani. Oh, Brazza keeps us off.
Jeez, what's Bomber doing
I was trying to tell Bomber to get scores out of the ground.
I actually saw the actual goal.
So it goes over the line. Tough tackle.
It was a tough tackle.
Martinello gets back to his feet. Bomber, don't worry about watching it. Just keep us up to date, mate.
Get the proper app.
That's right. So Adelaide City played down as well, needing some attention. See this on the replay, possibly. Definitely a clearer picture, I think, Rob, don't you think? The new Sony's.
Oh, you got water coming down.
Is Jimbo in danger of getting electrocuted?
He's all right, I think so.
He's all right. He's got worries.
I hope so. Yeah, it's clearing, Jimbo. No worries.
Well, we got a minute. So, score updates. Campbelltown's leading 1-0 against Adelaide Blue Eagles, and Adelaide Comets are leading 1-0 against West Adelaide. Thanks to Green Play Australia.
Yeah, so, it's Campbelltown just starting to play some good soccer now. With their team.
Side, aren't they? Moortown at the moment. With the squad that he's put together, all credit to him up there. So
Your battery might be going, it's clipping in and out. Just have a look at the colour on there, President. It's all green. Probably on the metal.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe it's behind us a bit.
No, there's...
I forgot to... Paul, I'm colour.
You're colourblind. Okay, that might help. So, Rob, I'll leave it with you, mate.
Yeah.
Okay, the throw in to bring the battery here. Taken here by Corbo. Looks like Radici is on the field.
Radici is on and Pepe's off.
True. Must have got hurt.
Well, I can see him walking down.
So Marisic goes to Panagaras for Croydon Kings. They're going into attack, trying to find Karacha, but well done there by Joey Costa. Goes to his captain in Flores, back to right-hand side to Radici on the field early in the game due to Pepe being injured. As it goes short, Croydon Kings pushing it around in the way they well done, Corbo. Croydon Kings goes one way then the other. Adelaide City now got the ball, goes to Vukic, playing in the stopper position. Goes all the way back to his keeper in Ryan Veach.
I didn't see what happened with Chris Pepe there, guys. I was changing my thing, but was it... I think it could have been a hamstring. As he was coming off, he was just feeling his back of his leg.
Back of his leg.
So I think he just pulled his hamstring.
So it is Croydon Kings with the ball on that far side. Going into attack through Captain Klimek. Bit of a push off there. Flores wins it. Goes to Joey Costa. Goes to Radici. Costa goes down. Referees, is it a handball or a free kick? Free kick. Free kick.
See on the replay. Costa, yeah, free kick, absolutely. Karachi says he gets the ball, but got too much of the man. Quickly taken. Waters on the far side for Adelaide City. Still 0-0 here on the Green Play Australia scoreboard. As it's Clement that comes away with the ball for Croydon through the middle of the park. Looks for some support. Brought down from behind. That could have been a free kick. Referee did well to play some advantage, but none forthcoming. So he'll bring it back for a free kick to the Croydon Kings.
First out for Adelaide City that they conceded.
What a great run by Klimek, coming inside there. Just needed a bounce off one of the strikers to get something on it.
So the sun coming out now. The lights are actually on here, but the sun beaming through. Are we going to get Four Seasons again and not the band? So free kick to the Croydon Kings in a very promising position.
Well, the ball skid, wouldn't it, on the ground?
Can they break the deadlock here?
Martinello over the ball, does swing it around, not swinging enough.
Off target.
And out for a goal kick. Adelaide City, Ryan Veach, just Luke Ospai is parted with Adelaide City, the other keeper. And certainly a very, very capable keeper. They had two good keepers, didn't they? Adelaide City, Ryan Veach and Luke Ospai. But speaking to Michael Matriciani, they have parted ways with Luke Ospai.
So Veach for Adelaide City, getting great distance on this ball, which will probably get heavier progressively. Ball in the middle of the park. Brazzali coming through with force. Still on the far side, Waters hits it forward, but to no one in particular. Should be tidied up by Stokes, who goes back to his keeper in Hall. Hall goes back out wide. On the far side there, Clement couldn't control it, so Adelaide City regained possession. Castelborde on the far side goes back. Could have been a foul and Daniel Cook just going in. Both these two teams not malicious and good soccer playing teams, so
Just on Facebook page.
It's just the conditions there, Paul. Just a bit slippery. Just trying to slide in, and obviously, not getting a grip of the ground yet.
Costi Teopoulos, congratulations on winning the Australian Commentators of the Year last night, lads. I don't know where we went.
Theo's having a bit of a go, I think, but it's
has.
Adelaide City on the charge now. The low cutback comes in.
Anyhow, thanks, Theo.
I know that.
Oh, Costi.
Costi. Costi, yes. So it's going to be another corner kick to Adelaide City. That's how many for this afternoon, Bomber?
3 corners for Adelaide City compared to Croydon 0, thanks to Green Play Australia.
So Flowers will take a right-footed outswinger. Chips it up. Just onside. Good header there by Marisic. Had to be saved. And it was saved by the goalkeeper in John Hall. Looking much better today.
Just watch this on the replay. That's a better corner too. Marisic near post. Tipped
going
over the bar.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't.
It
You
was
can't.
Have a look at it, Paul. It was going over.
It might have hit the bar and come in.
His hand was way over.
You don't know the angle of our camera.
Yeah, true.
So you don't want to be taking chances as the goalkeeper. So
100%. Yeah.
good on Johnny Hall there. A lot better than last time out. So Flores now. Another beautiful corner. Back flip then. Oh, another hit there. That's 2 chances that Adelaide City had there. First the bicycle kick didn't come off, and then a little flick on didn't either. Watch this on the replay. 2 chances in one maybe for Adelaide City. Another good dangerous corner, but what were the Croydon defence doing, Brazza?
Well, Marisic is so hard to defend against because of his height, and if you notice on the set pieces here, Croydon's actually putting their 2 biggest boys, one in front and one behind him, to try to eliminate him getting anything on it, and it's still difficult to defend against him.
So the goal kick's taken in the way it's Vukic on that far side, ends up with Casaborde. He goes backwards to Waters, loses out though, chance for Croydon Kings. Munro, he's got the ball, he's got the goal at his mercy. No, he couldn't get the shot, was blocked by the Adelaide City defence. Ends up with Radici. Radici looks for support. Waters is there. Left hand side of the park goes to Casaborde. Back to Waters. Try to get past his immediate opponent at Croydon neck is Alex Demazzi. Throw into Croydon Kings.
Score update going around the grounds thanks to Green Play Australia.
Yeah, so Campbelltown City are leading 1-0 against Adelaide Blue Eagles. Parrot Hills are leading 1-0 against Metro Stars. And Adelaide Comets are leading 1-0 against West Adelaide.
Karachi with a chance for Croydon. Too many black and white shirts in front of him. Comes out now, Anthony Costa coming deep to get some ball. Wins a free kick as well, and the referee's had enough. And there's the first yellow card to Karachi for Croydon.
He normally does get him.
I was just going to say, was his reputation preceding the challenge there, Brazza? Is he a marked man?
Oh, look, it's as I said, it's early in the game. I think the game, if you start looking at it now, the last 15 minutes are starting to pan out. I think LA City come out firing there that first 10 minutes, and I think it's just evened itself out now, where I think Croydon is starting to knock a few passes together, but interesting times at the minute.
So, free kick taken here by Vukic, looking for Costa, Anthony Costa. Karacha working hard. Winning it there is Flores, looking for Casaborde. Goes back to his keeper in Hall. Hall gets it into attack. In the way though. And it goes right hand side. I think it's... might have to lift it up.
Right, getting the water on here.
So it is Croydon Kings with a free kick. There's a lot of metal in front of it. That's why. Should have put it maybe out.
If you put it out, would it
Got
definitely
wet.
got water, yeah. It's not Highmark Stadium, Rob. You haven't noticed?
Close.
Please. So it's going to be Martinello to take the free kick for the Croydon Kings. Still, the deadlock hasn't been broken. He'll get this. Oh, I thought he was going to go into the box. Goes wide to his captain, Klemic. He puts it into the hot spot. Keeper punches, but the referee's seen an infringement in the meantime. And it's going to go the way of the Croydon Kings. Watch on the replay if we can pick up that infringement. I couldn't really see it. But anyway, referee a lot closer than us has deemed a foul, and the foul count, Bomber, is
7 fouls to Croydon compared to Adelaide City 2.
Gee, thanks
Hosing Bility is watching this game.
Oh, he was a good player, is he?
Brazza, your mate there, isn't it?
One of my ex-boys, yes.
Where's he at? Where's he at?
He was with Michelin, FC Michelin in Denmark.
Okay.
And he's been over there, and he's just obviously I think he's either come back now or he's just copped an injury, so they've got him to come home to rest for a few months. But he was doing
Still
very,
tied up.
He's still
Croydon?
No. He's definitely with Michelin at the moment. So,
Okay.
and he's doing very well there. So
Beautiful.
you know, he's a great kid and a very good player.
Good player, yeah. As it goes to Karacha, he's a hard-working player. Goes in, I think, a little bit too hard sometimes. So
That's just the way.
Sorry, no, it's me. Keep going, Brazza.
That's just the.
Keep going.
Hear me? That's just the way Paddy is. He just gives you that full energy
he does.
in a game, and look, his movement off the ball is always good, and look, he's dangerous around the box.
So Panagaris gets across there for Croydon Kings. Cleared here by Adelaide City defence. Flores does well. Goes out to Radici as they go into attack. Corbo sends it over the halfway line. It goes. Croydon Kings holding strong. Karacha has been busy looking for the play there in Henneke. As it goes out, Croydon Kings trying to go into attack, but Cazabor did well. He finds Waters. He goes short to Joey Costa, playing a little bit more defensive in this first half as it goes to Flores. Flores looks for some movement. Corbo tries to give it to him, but Croydon Kings come away with the ball.
Panagaris with a beautiful left foot up the line. G finds his player too nicely, Stephanopoulos. Stephanopoulos under pressure from Marisic, and a beautiful challenge in the end. Last time I saw this lad, very, very well balanced, I think, Marisic. I like the way he plays. As coming in for the ball, Adichie gets some support from Costa. Someone's hurt with a head clash off play, and the referee sees it is a head clash, so he'll bring it back wisely. And let's have a look on the replay if we can see what actually happened there. As just an accidental knee to the head there, coming from Martinello.
Gee, I wouldn't want to lose the play early.
And it's Anthony Costa of all players too. Get a close-up look on this one here, as it's just an accidental knee, trying to avoid the play there, as you see on the replay. Good vision there, lads. And head collision. So almost just over 19 minutes gone. First half here at Polonia Reserve. Croydon 0, Adelaide City 0. And honours even so far, lads? Rob?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe Adelaide City slightly had a couple of good chances. They've had 4 corner kicks so far in this game. So, yeah, I think I favour Adelaide City at this stage.
Brazza?
Yeah, look, as I said before, I think the first 10 minutes there, LA City were definitely on top. I think the game's now just sort of evened itself out. And, you know, it's a bit of a stalemate at the moment. Both teams are trying to play this direct, quick football getting forward. And we'll see if we can open up some chances here.
And it's going to be Panagaris, see if he can open up some chances. He goes again with the left foot, but this one's ill-directed. And I think Corbo might see it over the line. He does so. And Bomber, can we go around the grounds? Any more updates, shocks with the scores? There's a bit of a shock from Para Hills, isn't there, Rob?
Game has just started, so they'll be fine.
Yeah, no, Para Hill's still leading 1-0 against Metro Stars. And all the other games, Campbelltown City still leading 1-0 against Adelaide Blue Eagles, and Adelaide Commons still leading 1-0 at.
There's another game that's still 0-0 too.
Well, Adelaide Youth at Olympic, and it's still 0-0.
0-0. Thanks, Bomber. So let's thanks to Green Play Australia as the ball goes with Adelaide City. Dominic Matriciani.
Oh, that was a quick hold, wasn't it? Just a soft hold, but the referee saw it.
He's a former Croydon Kings player too. Matriciani's been to a few clubs. Anyhow, the ball does go with Matriciani. Obviously going where his brother is coaching. It ends up with Joey Costa. Adelaide City with the ball. Goes to his brother Anthony Costa. Bit of a run there by Corbo. Can get his cross there to low one. Shot by Costa. Fresh area again.
Oh, I know. He got connection, but not as
more
nicely.
airy than connection.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Corbo's doing very well on the right hand side here, guys.
Yeah,
He's just getting a lot of he's getting a lot of space here where young Christos Stephanopoulos is not tracking him back enough, and he's getting a lot of time on the ball here to make some crosses.
Our boundary rider, Mark Brazzali, today. Good to have you on board, Brazza, as the
Thanks, guys.
short corner comes in. Casal Bordet leaves it for Flores, who didn't get a great touch on it. Marisic keeps it alive, and gee, a shot there from Casal Bordet off target that will be statted, Rob.
Is that what's his name? The back of the goal?
Yes, it is. The Adelaide City bloke that follows
Well,
Adelaide United as
he's got
well.
the black and white stripes today.
Well, Adelaide United have finished for the season, Rob. So
No, he doesn't normally wear. Just wears the wig.
Okay. Just wears the wig. He's kitted out fully
Kitted
today.
out fully. Cameras did pick it up a little bit. As it is on the right hand side of the goal, it is John Hall, former Adelaide United keeper, gets it in towards the centre of the ground. Push off there. One there by Matriciani. That's Dominic Matriciani.
Interesting.
They both slid in though.
Oh,
He got
I didn't
the
think
end
much
of
was
it.
in that, guys. I think it was both
Yeah,
of
they
them
both slid in.
put their feet in. I don't think it was a foul against
like to
either.
see that on the replay. Here we go. Now 50-50. Oh, it's more studs coming from Stokes, if I may say, Brazza. I know that you haven't got the...
I couldn't see from here. It just looked
no,
like from the angle
no.
that they...
Flores pulled out of it and Stokesy kept going.
Right.
And hence, anyway,
Both committed themselves.
Flores just not happy with that. He threw his arms in the air.
Frustrated, isn't he? To come back from injury too. So Adelaide City with a free kick. Joey Costa will take it. Chip it up. Look for his brother. Crack it from here, because if he hits the floor, he'll skid.
A lot of legs to get through, but you never know in these conditions.
I think he'll chip it up. Oh, he does
He
go
did
to
the romp.
He did that. He was listening to me, I think. Might be wide. And
Wide for sound.
over the sideline for a throw-in, quickly taken by Corbo, goes to Vukic. Harris Vukic. He's been injured for a while too, former Burkalla. Made the move to Adelaide City. Goes out right-hand side of the park. Damazi, looks like a good little player. Centre of the ground, they're going in with his conditions. Sliding. Radici, he's a good bit of play, didn't quite reach Casaborde. In the way, it's Stokes. Still, it's Adelaide City moving forward. Anthony Costa looks for some movement. Player goes down. Croydon Kings goes into attack. In the way there, it's Marisic. And
I just think we're getting a bit of medal.
Okay.
The medal's
it's,
away from the medal.
throwing on the right-hand side. So Croydon Kings with a throw-in. I think it's Damazi. Oh no, it's Klimek. Captain Klimek. Looks for support. Gets it from Karacha. Back to Klimek, to Karacha again. You like these conditions, Karacha. He's a good player. Very speedy.
Yeah, the boys are going in. Here's another yellow card. Who's that going to? Who do you reckon
Yeah,
that's
they're not shy to go in today. There's some good tackles flying around here.
Who do you reckon's got that, boys?
That one.
I reckon Costa. Is it? Yeah, he tried maybe the even
This
upper.
one, yeah.
I reckon that's
Costa, yeah.
Anthony
No.
Costa, yeah. So second yellow card of the afternoon.
One apiece.
Does this ground absorb the rain, Brazza? Very well.
It's pretty good, Rob. Paul, sorry. It's look, it's been hard over the summer, but this
okay.
bit of rain that
I've been cold worse.
That's all right.
sorry about that. It's been with the bit of rain that we've had in the last week has just made it really nice. And I'm just looking at it now, and it's it's not chopping up. It's
Holding
it
its
looks
own,
it looks
yeah.
good to play on. I don't think there's players can complain about the conditions. I think the conditions are great.
Who's that that's got up fairly gingerly? Is that Clement, the captain? No.
Yep.
Luke Clement.
Yeah.
Luke
Yep.
Clement just went down.
Take a lot to keep him down, wouldn't it?
Yeah, he's a strong boy.
So Stephanopoulos to take the free kick, should put it into the tip of the hot spot for Croydon. That's the way it goes. Waters gets his head on it, only as far as Martinello. He'll go back to Panagaris. Panagaris, gee, tricky, lucky, and Flores hot on his hammer. Panagaris, beautiful left through ball, but too heavy in the end for Stephanopoulos, and easy pickings for Veach in the end.
So Veach will clear the ball for Adelaide City. Decides to throw it. Nice throw to Corbo. Bradley Corbo, right hand side, goes short to Radici. Goes into attack, but it's come unstuck. Croydon Kings down the line through the player Stephanopoulos. Christos.
Oh!
It's trying to find Monroe. And that's gone over the sideline. Will be a throw-in. Panagaris will take it. Martinello's there.
You like the scoreboard, Rob?
Henneke.
Good,
Yeah, it looks good together. So it goes out. It ends up with Stephanopoulos again. But it's come unstuck. Radici, Paul Radici. Goes short to Corbo.
His hospital balls.
Finding Flores. Two players tackling him. Do win out though. That's Croydon. Panagaris again to Stephanopoulos. He looks for movement. And that's gone over the sideline. Will be a throw into the Croydon Kings.
Bradley Corbo held his line there, which was good defending by the Adelaide City defender. 28 minutes approaching first half on the Green Play Australia time clock. Green Play Australia scoreboard unmoved at the moment at 0-0 as Adelaide City come out of defence. Ball in the middle of the park. Hasselborder has it. He's got Costa going on a run far side. That's the way the ball goes, but telegraphed it and Klimek says thank you very much. Plays the ball short to Panagaris. He looks up. Stephanopoulos has been his target all afternoon. That's the way it goes and heads. Stephanopoulos now, one way then the other. And a good lunging challenge there by Corbo in the end. Sees the ball out for the safety of a throw-in.
Just see LA City the last 5 minutes, guys. They're sitting very deep on the edge of their box. Whether it's a fitness thing from Tuesday night, but it looks like they've just run out a little bit of steam here. Where LA City, Croydon started to get on top of them, especially in this wide area on the left-hand side.
Certainly if they've run out of steam, Brezza.
Well, it's just looking like that at the minute. I'm sensing something here, Paul.
I told you to keep the commentary unbiased, Brezza.
I am. I'm just calling it as I see it.
Do you believe that, Rob?
I'm calling as I see it. It's all good.
Yeah.
Just a score update in the top of the table clash. Blue Eagles are two goals down against Campbelltown City.
Blimey.
Did I back? I can't remember who we can't say that.
Oh, you
Centre of the ground it is at the moment.
say you tipped.
I think I tipped Campbelltown.
So Corbo
I
now
did.
with some defending to do. Stephanopoulos hot on his hammer. Corbo wins the throw-in for Adelaide City. Defensive half for them. Costa, 2 to beat. Couldn't in the end. Although the ball's turned over, but it's taken back and Brazzali will settle it down for the Croydon Kings. Goes all the way back to his keeper. Hole looks up, goes long. Turned over. It's the back of Panagaris and concedes a throw-in. In front of our commentary position here. Radici on early for an injured Christopher Pepe.
He's had a whole run of injuries too, Christopher Pepe. Hasn't played for a couple of seasons. A little bit in and out. But it is Adelaide City with the ball through Vukic. He sends it left-hand side to Waters. Can he control it? Does so. Looking down the line to Casabor. Klimek is there. Clears it. Cleverly done. It was that out.
I think offside flag up, so that'll be the first one of the afternoon. I'd imagine, Bomber.
Yeah, first offside to Croydon. Sorry, no, to Adelaide City. Sorry.
So against Adelaide City, the first offside.
Yeah, thanks to Green Play Australia.
Shortly you'll be complaining of the sun in your eyes, gentlemen, I'd say, by the looks of the sky. I'd rather have that complaint than the rain, though. So it's with Brazzali now. Croydon coming out of defence, attacking the goal to our left as Waters heads it only to the advantage of Munro, but needed support. Didn't get it. Castelborder should come away with it for Adelaide City. Gets support up the line from Costa. Brazzali hot on his hammer, holding his arm. Could have almost won a free kick. Croydon went out in numbers. Did keep it in. So now it's Munro who needs support. Gets it in the way of Karachia. Comes to Stephanopoulos. 45-degree angle tip of the box. One way, then the other. He's in the box. Cuts it back. Players fall down. Cleared eventually. And they'll go out of play, but hair raising at the there for the Adelaide City defence. In the end, they did deal with it. And it'll be a throw in to the Croydon Kings. Best chance maybe of the afternoon to the Kings.
So the Kings with a throw in. Croydon Kings. Is that Stephanopoulos? Can't quite say no to Panagaris. Takes the throw. Goes down the line. Adelaide City do clear it. Gets it right hand side of the park. In the way it's Martinello. Henneke's there. Might get a free kick. Does get a free kick. Dangerous position. And
the Peppicelli prediction. You've been on the money with a free kick so
bad,
far.
eh?
What's your thought on this one?
I think Adelaide City guys. I think we're looking at. I think Joey Costa needs to get on the ball a bit more for him.
Too defensive for me.
He's just sitting in the first 5 minutes, and he's the guy that can make them click, especially in transition when he wants to get forward. Because he's, if you look at the forward line of Adelaide City with Bradic and Castlebar on the left and Costa at the top. It's pretty potent front three. So
Stephanopoulos now with a right foot. Brazza into the box. Keeper comes, punches, gets a good fist on that. Ball will go out of play. Throwing.
Yeah, I just think they're just lacking getting the ball to those three guys quick enough. It's just a bit slow getting them out.
What's wrong with Booker?
5 yellows and he's done a hamstring, I think, or some sort of injury.
Only 1 week then?
Possibly.
Throw into Croydon, far side of the ground. Captain Klimic trying to and winning the throw in. So we'll have a take 2. Get some good distance on that. Munro bustling in the box. Adelaide City clear it, but not convincingly. Klimic says thank you very much. Castlebar hot on his hammer. Klimic tries to go up the line, runs out of line in the end, and it will be a throw into Adelaide City.
So Adelaide City with the throw in on the far side. We've played just on 33 minutes. On the Green Play Australia time clock, Green Play Australia scoreboard, it is 0-0 here at the Polonia Reserve. Home ground of the Croydon Kings. It is round 10, Croydon Kings up against Adelaide City. As it is Joey Costa trying to get well done there, Captain Klimic.
I think Klimic's had a great start to this game, guys. I think
player.
The first half an hour has done very well on that right hand side.
As it goes to Munro, tries to cut it back to Stephanopoulos. Can he control it? Good comeback there by Corbo though. Sends it over the sideline for a throw-in to Croydon Kings. Panagaris will take it. Look for some support. Goes towards Karacha. Back to Karacha it goes. Got the chance to get the cross in. Munro was there, but the
foul against the keeper.
Against the keeper.
Protected species. You should know that. Let's have a look at the replay just to confirm. I think he was impeded, in fairness.
Guys, I've just got Chrissy Pepe coming over just to see what's happened when he's come off. Chrissy, can you let us know what happened? In that first
it's been a tough week on the pitch, Mark. We've had 3 games in 7 days, so I just felt a slight pinch high up in the glute area. So just more precautionary and just get ready for the next couple of weeks where we need some points.
Okay, great mate. Thanks for that. Cheers.
Gee, Brazza's shown up line, isn't he? You're just showing off now, Brazza. Come on.
They're probably brothers.
Just thought we'll keep everybody in the game.
Good on you, Brazza. Magnificent.
Isn't he? Sliding challenge there by Vukic. Takes no prisoners. Out of play, throw in. There you go. How's that for boundary riding? I love it.
So throwing on the far side, Croydon Kings. Henneke controls it. Klimic. Demazi was there as well. Henneke winning it. They're looking all right in the last 5 minutes, Croydon Kings.
I think they're just starting to keep the ball a bit better, Rob. As I said, the first 10 minutes was a bit frantic, but now they're just settling down a little bit, whether it's Adelaide City just dropping off a little bit or not. But I feel they're just slightly in front at the moment.
So Adelaide City with a throw in far side of the ground. Chip forward by Klimic, but no one up front at the moment for Croydon. So Marisic clears, hacks it forward. He's put Radici under pressure. He controlled it, but only to the advantage of Panagaris, who plays it to Stephanopoulos. Stephanopoulos now will go for a gallop. Got Corbo hot on his hammer. Stephanopoulos loses out to Corbo thus far. Now the clearance by Marisic up the line. Radici gets his head on it. Brazzali comes through with a high boot. Play on, says the referee. Henneke there with Karachia, and the referee's seen something. Did anyone see it up here, boys? Let's have a look. Replay. Did they see it?
Foot up.
5
No?
foot maybe, advantage.
Pushing it back.
Maybe, no, that would have been soft if it was for that. Or maybe a handball.
Push.
Anyway, heads or tails, back to the live play. Martinello now. Oh, Rob pulls out a coin for the toss of the coin. Stokes puts it into the hot spot. Too high for... Here's a chance again, but the keeper comes. Gee, could have been a foul this one. Munro a little bit untidy. So watch this on the replay. I know
Just had an airy there, Paul.
he had the airy, that's all right, but then the second one was a bit late because the keeper had it, Brazza.
Yeah, and it just came over the top of him.
Yeah, lucky there was no real connection on the keeper by Munro. But nevertheless, foul conceded by the Croydon Kings. How many's that there, Bomber?
11 fouls to
Whoa.
Croydon
Bit untidy, Brazza.
compared to Adelaide City 6.
No comment by Mark Brazzano.
Yeah, I thought you were going to be on board. What are you saying Brazza for? As it goes into attack.
I was just baiting him to see if he was going to show any bias.
So Croydon Kings with the ball. Klimek
No comment.
That was Hinneke. Goes to Munro. Adelaide City. Just another pump the last 5 or 10. There's Waters. Goes back to his keeper in Veach. Up in the air it goes, looking for Cazaborde. Cleared here by Waters. Big long clearance too. Can run onto it, somebody. Brazzali wins out though. And he clears it over the sideline. For a throw-in to Adelaide City. Cazaborde. Looking at taking it.
Crunch game for both these two teams, as Mark Brazzali said earlier in the commentary, 9 versus 11. And a draw probably not good for either of these two teams. I know it's still early. Costa from the throw-in. Waters back to Costa. Costa now pushing forward. It's the Joey type. Chips it forward. Nice layoff. Mark Flores got the advantage of that. Another chance from the header there.
That's what LA City needs to get. That's what I said before, guys. We're going to see Joey when he gets on the ball and he just breaks those couple of that line there. Just always very creative to get somebody on the ball. He just created something out of nothing there.
Gee, Braz on the replay there. Bit of a push from Stokes. Lucky not to be seen by the referee on the Adelaide City player, but nothing given. So it's a free kick to Croydon. Approaching 39 minutes in this first half on the Green Play Australia time clock. Green Play Australia scoreboard 0-0. As Corbo battles with Stephanopoulos as they have all afternoon. And Corbo goes for the safety of the line. It'll be an Adelaide City throw-in.
So Croydon Kings with the throw-in. Panagaris goes short to Stephanopoulos. Corbo in the way. Over the sideline once again, a throw-in. Adelaide City. Croydon Kings. Panagaris takes the throw-in and over the sideline once again. Third time lucky. Panagaris goes to Stephanopoulos. So can we go over the sideline again? No, it's not. Costa. Play on, says the referee. Martinello. Karacha looks for support. Gets it from his captain in Klimek. Damazi's on the far side. Goes back to Klimek. Gets it down the line. No one's there though. Only the keeper. Easily cut out. And Ryan Veach will pick up the ball now. Looks for support here at the Polonia Reserve. It is round 10. Today's match proudly brought to you by Velo. As it goes into attack for Adelaide City. Panagaris in the way. Over the sideline for a throw-in to Adelaide City. A stalemate at the moment. As Corbo goes backwards to Dominic Matriciani. Costa. And trying to get it towards Paul Radici. Over the goal line it goes. And that will be a goal kick to be taken here by John Hall.
It's really one of those games, guys, that both teams don't want to take any risks. In saying, yeah, both teams are looking at just playing really direct football and not prepared to keep the ball and take any risks here.
So Joey Costa switches play, goes to Casaborde on that far side. Left-hand side for Adelaide City. Back to Costa it goes. Looking for Waters. Does well, Waters. Got it to Casaborde. Here's a chance for Adelaide City to go deep into attack. Casaborde trying to get past a couple, but well done. I think it's Klimek.
Stokes.
Oh, Stokes.
No, yeah, Stokes. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It's cleared here by Hall. Up in there it goes. Looking for Munro. Got his knee to it. Ends up with Klimek. Effectively. Goes to Karacha, but in the way there is Marisic.
Gee, Marisic and Vukic take no prisoners when they challenge.
They're tough.
Yeah, they are. And they're not small boys either. So it'll be Croydon. Still no goals to report on the Green Play Australia scoreboard. It's Croydon into attack that have been asking the majority of questions of the last 20 minutes or so. As it's Casaborde doing the defending. Costa having to come deep but couldn't get there. So now Stokes comes away with the ball for the Croydon Kings. What can he do with this? Oh, turns it over. Radici holds him up. Referee blindsided, in fairness, I've got to say. Flores in his way. Play on the referee. Both players down. Panagaris keeps the ball rolling and puts the ball out of play eventually for the referee to see what's happened and assess the situation.
Captain Cook.
Good refereeing thus far. Did he get referee of the year last year?
No.
Who got that because they did the grand final?
It wasn't Cookie.
Who was it? Because he didn't do a great job whoever did the grand final, I thought. No, it was a referee of the year, right, and he got the grand final. And
Yeah, I can't remember.
He got both grand finals last year, didn't he?
Cookie.
Yeah.
No, I think Daniel Cook did
I thought Daniel Cook...
He got the grand final in the FA Cup because
That
I was
was-
involved in that.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I
We
reckon
had
he
that
got referee of the year.
Dubious decision.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Whereas
That
Wine
was-
should have
that
got
was
sent
Cookie.
off and he didn't. And
I
it
don't think it
probably
did
cost
the
me the
grand
FA
final.
Cup, but we won't go into that.
Here we go. See, I knew it would take long for him to show his Croydon bias. As
Yeah, that was a bad decision. I have to agree.
Corbo now for Adelaide City. Comes up to the halfway line. Looks up. Not too much on offer, so he keeps going. Costa's now offered him something. That's whack. Oh, Costa got one in the back. Plant says the referee. Croydon should clear. They go back to their keeper who can pick it up. Flores gets helped up by Klimek. Good sportsmanship. Rosali.
Both sides are very committed.
There's no doubting that. Stokes to Panagaris, who leaves him
Well.
short.
Oh.
That was a hospital ball. Lucky both players up and about straight after it. So 44 minutes gone this first half. As you said, boys, it looks like both teams not wanting to lose the game and not showing any initiative at this stage.
So throw-in taken here by Corbo.
It's that challenge on the replay. Lucky nothing came of that.
Bradley Corbo looking down towards Costa, Anthony Costa. Back to Corbo. Gets the low one. Flores. Can he turn and crack it? Chance.
Oh,
Jesus
hit
goes
the
big.
post.
Hits it. The upright. Chance for
On the rebound, Costa. Joey.
Costa. Joey Costa. And yeah.
Blimey, let's have a look at that on the replay. There was a couple of chances that hit the post.
Did
Don't
you
know
say? Blimey. Who's he?
Blimey Charlie.
That was a great chance by Radici. Just opened his body, just looked like he could put it away.
Dici
Well
with
done.
the first shot and that hit the post. And then Joey Costa on the follow-up. Rush of blood to the head and bang, way over. Well, there you go, Adelaide City. Yeah, I've got to say, against the run of play for the last 20 minutes. Have awoken, but it's just about half-time. Might lead us into an exciting second half. This ball's out of play on the far side. So good chance, and I think maybe Hall got a bit of a touch on that to make it hit the post. So Klimek now with a throw in far side of the ground on the halfway line. Munro comes deep to collect. Ball in dispute. Flores sees it over the line next to his coach there, Matrish. Flores wants to take it quickly, doesn't. Leaves it for Waters. And that might be the last action of this first half. It's from the throw in Waters. Goes backwards. Vukic back to his keeper. Veach. Up to the halfway line. Rosali gets his head on it. Only to the advantage of Adelaide City, who turn it over And Corbo now leaves it for Marisic, who clears to the far side. Puts Castle Board under a little bit of pressure. Nudges out Klimic, in fact, no free, half time. So, reasonably uneventful first half as our boundary rider Mark Brazzali makes his way out.
I'm just trying to make myself way to Lukey Klimek. I thought he was probably the better player for both teams in that first half. And just see what his thoughts are, guys.
Let's see what he thinks of his former coach. I think he's made eye contact. Down to you, Brazza.
How you going? Just come on, 2 minutes. Lukey, how did you see that first half?
Very tight, to be honest. No real chances between each team, but we'll see how it goes second half.
Yeah, I just thought the first 10 minutes they came out of the blocks a little bit, probably got on top of you, and I thought the last 25 minutes you started to string some passes together and probably looked a little bit better until that last minute there where Deitch just side-footed that ball hit the post. But it was pretty even first half. And how do you see the second half coping? What do these guys need to do to win this game?
I think we need to keep the ball a bit more. We're not really keeping possession. String some passes, and then hopefully game opens up a bit more and get some crosses or get some through balls for the 10s or the 9s. So
yeah, definitely. I think you're turning the ball over a little bit too much in that first half, and I think both teams aren't keeping the ball enough. I think the surface is good enough to do that, and I think that's definitely what you need to do the second half.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. 100%.
Okay, boys, so we better let him get in,
Yep,
Brazza,
no
because if he was a coach, I don't think he'd like well
I could have him out here all day.
I noticed that. Mark Brazzali there, boundary rider, doing great work out there and acclimatising quite well out there. How did you see that first half, Brazza? I think you boys hit the nail on there. It was two teams not wanting to concede too much.
Yep. Look, I think the first half was definitely what I said to Lukey, where I think both teams were just turning the ball over too much. No team was prepared to just take control of the ball and just keep passes and looking for the switches and trying to get 2v1s in the wide areas. I think everybody was just looking at playing straight passes into areas, and it just kept bouncing back. Probably more so Croydon than Adelaide City. And that's where I feel both teams need to take a bit more control of the game. Because the surface is good here. It's good to play, and I think there's not a problem.
Okay, we'll go through some half-time stats. Thanks to Green Play Australia. Bomber, what have you got for us, mate?
Yeah, so Croydon attempted one shot on goal, one shot and one shot off target. They conceded 11 fouls, made 2 saves, and had 1 yellow card. For LA City, they had 7 shots, 2 on target, 5 off target. Conceded 7 fouls, 5 corners, and 1 offside, and they had received that 1 yellow card.
Okay, some scores around the ground as well, Bomber. We'll bring our viewers up to date. Welcome to those watching through Facebook Live and YouTube Live. You can make comment through Facebook Live throughout the broadcast. We've got a special guest coming up for you at halftime, but we won't go there yet. Go by it.
So halftime results, thanks to Green Play Australia. LA Youth United, it's 0-0 between LA Youth United against Raiders. Excuse me. Blue Eagles, it's Campbelltown City leading 2-0 against LA Blue Eagles. It's 0-0 between Croydon Kings and Adelaide City here. Parry Hills leading 1-0 against North East Metro Stars, and it's 1-1 between West Adelaide and LA Comets.
I'm just going to throw to our producer, boys, because I think we're going to have a quick break and then we'll come back with our special guest for a halftime interview. Maybe yes, maybe no. We'll see what Jimbo's got for us.
If I was on Mulgundawa Road, where would I be?
Murray Bridge.
Roxby Road?
Port Lincoln.
Tolna Road?
Mount Gambier. Or Compton.
How?
RAA Road Service Patrols no South Australian roads because we're South Australians. And there's more than 350 of us.
What about the road to Ship Creek?
There's no Ship Creek in South Australia. You get more. Buy or upgrade today.
Yeah, welcome back to Polonia Reserve. It is half-time here where it's 0-0 between the Croydon Kings and Adelaide City, and joining us boundary side, in fact in the middle of the pitch, Mark Brazzali is a very special guest with us.
Yeah, guys, I've got one of the Adelaide City and Australian legends of football in this country, John Perrin, down at the game today. So, what did you think of the game so far, John?
Mark, look, I think the game is tempo is very, very high, but the players aren't keeping the ball enough. It seems as if they're just in a hurry to get rid of the ball. I know it's difficult because of the slippery conditions, but this is where good footballers can stand out when the grass is slippery and you have to have good touch. But neither team are hanging on to the ball, and I think probably Croydon need to get more from Klimek. I mean, I'd personally like to see him in the midfield, but they get the ball into that tall centre forward. He can seem to hold the ball up well and get players coming off of him, and they might get some change out of it.
You obviously see, John, you've seen a few games, watching a few games lately in the NPL. What's your thoughts on the standard at the moment with the NPL compared to what you probably saw 5-6 years ago? Do you think it's improved a little bit?
Mark, as I said, the tempo's improved. The players are a lot quicker, and the pace of the game is a lot. But the skill factor is still not what I would expect the players of this level to have. And if they have aspiration of going up to the next level, they have to have a bit more feel for the ball, and a bit more feel for the game, and a bit more football intelligence.
A bit more JP style.
But it's a lot. It's all tempo, rush. And maybe they're frightened of losing the game. I mean, let's play football, guys, and that's what it's all about. But yeah, look, Mark, as I said, the tempo is very, very quick now, and the players are fitter, of course, than what we were in our day. But something has to suffer, and it's a skill factor.
We're talking to John Perrin, of course, a former Socceroo Adelaide City legend, as Mark introduced him. Johnny, I also want to ask you your thoughts. There's a lot of recent NPL players in our A-League. Now, there's a lot of issues going on with the A-League. TV numbers are down, crowd numbers are down. It's getting a little bit stale. 10 teams play each other 3 times.
It's 11 next season. 11
next season with a bye. But I want to ask Johnny your thoughts firstly on what you think the standard of the A-League is with such a lot of recent NPL players playing in this A-League.
Well, again, Paul, look, I still, as the tempo, as I said, the tempo in this level has increased. The tempo at the A-League level has also increased because the players now are professional. They can spend more time training. Of course, now they have people who look after their weight, their diet, their marriage problems. They have everything like that.
Is that right?
So the tempo has increased, but
not skill level.
The skill level, I still feel that if the skill level can keep up with the increase in tempo, we would have world beaters. I understand that, but we have to work more on getting our players at this level and the younger level and the grassroots level, getting them involved and getting the skill factor up first. And you can easily make donkeys out of racehorses, but you can't make racehorses out of donkeys. You know what I'm saying?
Where have I heard that terminology before?
And so what I'm saying is
teach
the kids at a grassroots level football. Teach them how to play football, and let's try and in a small way. Let's try and get like a Barcelona, for example, where the kids of 9-10 years old, they play football, and it's all along the ground. It's all feel for the ball, and it goes right up to the.
It doesn't reflect overseas that the skill level is down as well, or
no. Look, I think if you look at the EPL and the European leagues, the skill factor is phenomenal there. But nothing wrong with aspiring to get like that.
I think it's a different culture, guys, that we're looking at. If you look at what you just mentioned, Rob, about Europe, and what John was saying before, you go to Barcelona. Let's take, for instance, a club like Barcelona. They're 10-year-old kids and 9-year-old kids. They're training 5 days a week.
Yeah.
If you go around our clubs here, all around Australia, we wouldn't get 10-year-old kids training 5 nights a week. They'd be training, if you're lucky, 2 nights a week.
And the other 5 nights they'd be playing with the video games and playing football on the games. But no, that's true.
That's true. Yeah.
What Mark said is 100% right. The kids are not. Probably it's too easy for them here. They're not hungry enough. And I like to use the example when I was a little kid growing up, and I used to fantasise that I was playing games against the senior players. You've got to have a dream, and I don't know whether these kids have got any dreams. Maybe they have dreams, but they're not working towards them.
Different type.
Bomber, you had one for John?
Yeah, John, I just want to know, how do you feel now, former LAC legend Goran Lozanowski handing over to John Marston medal to the player?
Yeah, look, I think Goran... Did Goran win a Joe Marston medal, Mark? I think he might have won one in the past as the best player in the grand final. Why not? Why not? Yeah, it's Goran was a great player, and if anybody's got to present it, it's probably a past winner who can present the medal to the current winner.
Yep. So, Johnny, we've touched on the NPL. What do you think the A-League needs in regards to getting TV numbers up and people back at the ground? It's gone a little bit stale.
Yep. Look, I think the influx of another couple of teams, it might generate a bit more interest. And look,
can I ask you, John? Do you watch it?
No. Look,
be honest.
I haven't been. I'm very honest. I haven't been to a game for a couple of years, and I have watched it on television. I do follow it on TV, and you get a different angle from it from television, of course. But maybe with the influx of these new teams and some more players, it's just creating a bit of room for players who have aspirations of coming from these leagues. At least it gives them a pathway to get to the A-League, and hopefully we can generate a few more crowds from that.
Are we going to see a black and white back in the A-League one day?
I don't think so.
Oh, really?
No, look, I really don't think so. It has to be a local. If there is going to be another team from Adelaide, it has to be another combined team. I can't see the A-League allowing a Adelaide City or a West Adelaide, for example, or a Croydon Kings, for example. But it has to be a combined team, and I don't think that our game here or our population here can warrant two teams.
Just on the A-League, guys, John, what's your thoughts on two questions here? What is your thoughts on us bringing A-League European or whatever international coaches to come and coach our A-League? Are we at a time now that I think that's got to stop and we start
promoting our
own coaches?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Are we there yet?
Who was in the grand final, boys?
Exactly. Local coaches. Exactly. Yes, you're right. And look, I believe that
it's gone, man.
Australia has got some very good coaches, and it's been proven. You look at Mark Rudan, and locally we got Mark Brazzali, who's coached. I'm not pumping his tires.
I think you are there.
No. Look,
what a coach I was.
Or Damien Morris.
No. Look, you got Damien Morris, Joe Mullen, Mark Brazzali.
Ange Postecoglou.
These guys here. Ange Postecoglou's proven that another local boy, and he's gone on to coach the national team.
Arnold as well.
Graham Arnold, Ernie Merrick, local boys.
Goes on
Mark
and on.
Rudan. Give them a go. Why do we need to spend big money bringing overseas coaches? And really, guys, are their ideas any better than our guys' ideas?
100%.
Well, as Rob said, look at the two grand finalists.
Absolutely,
100%.
And Muscat.
I just feel it's always a band-aid. I mean, and no disrespect to Adelaide, we're bringing over the fella Verbeek over here, but it's a 2-year process. Now, any coach, and we've all been coaches, John, sometimes it takes you a year and a half
to get
your ideas across to what you want to do with a squad. You need to build a team. So, that's where I'm saying that the local coaches know the product in Australia.
Know the players well.
It's understanding that they can put a squad together and give them a couple of years to build something, which and obviously, it gives them a better option for the local boys.
Absolutely. Look, you're 100% right, Mark, and I've been a big advocate of giving these local guys a go. I mean, I've even spoken to you, Paul, before on one of your programs years ago. Why not give Damien Morris a chance?
Absolutely.
He's probably one of the most successful coaches in the division that he's coaching in at 100%. The moment, which is our next tier down from the A-League. He's probably won more titles than anybody. Mark Brazzali's won 5 or 6 titles. These guys here, Rudan over there, and Rudan's getting a go, so why not give our guys a go?
Johnny, promotion, relegation, A-League, do we need it, and how quick do we need it?
I think we do need it, guys, for the interest of the game. Yes, we do need it, and it's been proven in the EPL just now. How interesting is it having a relegation? Teams are fighting to the last day, the last kick of the day.
So will you be watching the most richest game on Monday night, 11:30, Aston Villa taking on Derby? The winner
going into the Premier League.
$132 million Australian.
There you go. Yep.
Even if they come bottom of the Premier League, that
Absolutely.
jump is worth $132 million that game.
It just goes to show we do need promotion and relegation. Now teams can sort of halfway through a season, we're not going to get relegated, so what?
That's right.
Big deal.
Right.
We just go through the motions. Wrong.
Spot on.
Bring
Johnny Perrin, absolute legend, former Socceroo, former Adelaide City great. I know we always ask you about the statue when we have you on, mate. Is it in your lounge room? Is it true? Brazzali reckons it's in your lounge room.
Yeah, Brazzali's had it remodelled for me. He's taken the knives out the back of it.
Great to see you, Johnny.
It's only taken us 20 years.
Johnny Perrin there with Mark Brazzali, and what a great of the game too. What a left foot. Those two lads out there, they put on
Legends.
the black and white stripes now.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe a few years have passed there, Rob, but gee, that's what people used to come out and see, you know.
Well, JP was one of the best, wasn't he? Skillful-wise.
I can't see too many more
No.
in
You
that
don't see
era.
it, like you said, you don't see that
Dixie
nowadays.
Deans was an import. So, yeah, Johnny...
Although Castro's very skillful. I like Castro.
No, I don't think that era, you know, Serge Melter, Johnny Perrin, Robbie Zabika, some big names like that from the past. Some of these youngsters probably don't know what we're talking about. Milan Ivanovic, I think, was the best import that has ever, in my lifetime, come to Australia.
But you know what's good to see, boys? Obviously, it's great to see a guy like John still coming out and watching games. You
Absolutely.
know, and it's fantastic to see his face around here. You know, as we say, he's an icon of the game in this state and country.
And he can still jump the fence.
And he can still jump the fence.
Sort of.
Just.
Watch your head, Johnny. Watch your head. Great to see you, mate. Great to see you, mate. Great to see you.
JP.
But that's why I asked him about the A-League, because I think the A-League is disfranchised or disenchanted or disconnected, I think, with the general public. And creating these new teams like Western United now from Melbourne, they've got to start from zero.
Yeah.
There's no heritage. You better get off, Mark, otherwise I might say there's 11, 12 men on the park for Croydon. No.
They need all the help they can get.
Do you know what I mean about... I know that Johnny said that we probably won't ever see an Adelaide City or West Adelaide or you know, Croatia in the A-League, but I think that's wrong. I really think it's so wrong that we'll
You need
see.
tradition.
You need something with established. Marconi, South Melbourne.
The problem is with that, Paul, I think it's a money thing now where... Look, no disrespect to the clubs, the ethnic clubs, I don't think they got the money, the serious money that you need for A-League.
The answer to that
we're talking
is...
big dollars, because to get into the A-League now, which is just proven, you need $15 million.
It's wrong, but that's wrong. It's an overpriced market. Anyway, that's a discussion for another day, but... you know, when the A-League first started, the licences were $5 million. Well, I'm sorry, they've devalued the taxi licence. They've got to devalue the A-League licences. They're just not worth that money.
Yeah.
Why would you pay that for a business that continually loses money?
Yeah, the game is on the way. Second
No
half.
changes, looks like, guys. No changes for either team that I can see. I think everybody's same
Back
score
as
as last
seasons.
time. Yep.
Is it Croydon Kings taken towards the right of the screen? You're watching it on Facebook Live, the Football Federation of SA's Facebook page, or the FFSA TV on the YouTube channel. As it goes, Croydon Kings trying to find Karachi. Let's win it. Goes out from Martinello. Back to Karachi. It goes in a 1-2. There's a shot in the end.
Oof.
Wasn't too far. Stephanopoulos. And a good bit of play there by the Croydon Kings.
Good start. Good start for Croydon. Just looks like they got a little bit of buzz about them as they've come out. And LA City just looking a little bit flat here.
Just watching on the replay, Veach did not move for that. And it wasn't too far wide. First goal attempt off target of the half. Going the way of the Croydon Kings. Gee, conditions have changed, haven't they, from the first half, lads? No rain, thank goodness. Ball in the middle of the park. Flores down to feet. Didn't win out. Costa in support. Plays it to Casalborda. Goes back to Costa. Tries to go down the middle, but only to the advantage of Stokes, who turns it over. Here's a chance for Costa now. Holds back the play. Could have been a Croydon free kick, but the referee played advantage, and easy work for Hall in the end.
So Hall's got the ball. Gets his kick to it. Over the halfway line it goes. Getting back headed there is Munro. Goes short. That's Damazi. Goes to his captain Klimek, looking for Karachi in the way. It's Vukic. Clears the ball, does well. Trying to win it was Brazzali. Loses out though. Costa's got it. Goes short to his captain in Flores. Looking for Casalborda. Oh, good tackle though by Klimek. Yeah, well done. Yeah. Clinically done by Klimek. As it goes short, goes into attack.
Beautiful ball.
Here's a chance. Goes down Henneke. Referee points to the spot. It's a penalty.
What a great ball by Klimek. And this is where obviously John Perrin just mentioned about Lukey playing in the middle of the park here.
He's hurt.
What a great ball through the lines there.
Gee, yeah, from behind Marisic, just watching to see on the replay if that was a penalty. And I suppose if you're tackling from behind, Brazza, you don't give the referee much choice, and didn't get much of the ball, much choice to do anything but give a...
Yeah.
It would have been a
He
foul
thought
in
about
any...
it though, didn't he, the referee?
Yeah.
Didn't blow it straight away.
Yeah, no.
Well, I think the referee had a perfect view of that.
Absolutely.
He was right behind it. I think he had a perfect view, and it's probably a fair enough decision.
You know what? No, you know why he was hesitating, Rob? Just watching on the replay, was that outside the box? Did that challenge start outside the box? Is it where it starts or where it finishes when you give away?
Where it starts.
That started outside the box, or very borderline, and I reckon that's what Daniel Cook was just summing up in his mind. Anyway, bottom result, bottom line, penalty to the Croydon Kings.
Martinello
steps up to take it.
No yellow card there?
No, it would have been probably a foul in any other part of the ground, so, and with no yellow card, but unfortunately because the foul was in the box. Martinello now for the Croydon Kings. Does he put them 1-0 up? He certainly does. Keeper went the right way. And the horns are happy, the cars are happy. People in their cars not braving the conditions, although the conditions have fined up a little, if I may say.
He had it covered.
The keeper?
Yeah, he had it covered, just went underneath him. Watch it.
Low and hard, yep, just wide of the keeper's mitt. So in the 49th or 50th are we going to give it to Martinello?
49th.
Thank you. So Adam Martinello breaks the duck here at Polonia Reserve. Croydon 1-0 up over Adelaide City. Waters skies it for Costa, who's bumped off the ball. Play on, says the referee. Stokes skies it. Carachir under it. Getting his head on it. It's Matriciani giving chase. Munro for Croydon, looking for a second. Munro takes it to the byline. Too heavy on the touch. Acknowledges that. And that'll be a goal kick to Adelaide City.
So Adelaide City with a goal kick. Got screw up there, by?
Yeah, so Raiders leading 1-0 against LA United Youth. Campbelltown City leading 2-0 against LA Blue Eagles. Croydon Kings are leading 1-0 against Adelaide City. It's 1-1 between Metro Stars and Para Hills, and it's 1-1 between West Adelaide and LA Comets. Thanks for Play Australia.
Yeah. Interesting results.
So goal kick taken there. In the way it's Klimek. Goes to Karachi. He's been good, hasn't he? Be up there in the Man of the Match award. So goes Adelaide City. Casaborde loses out. Klimek's been magnificent as well. Goes all the way back to Brazali. Goes to his keeper in Hall. Switches play. Looking good at the moment, Croydon Kings. Hennicky got his head to it. Well
Recovered,
done.
yeah.
Ends up with Stephanopoulos. They go again. Panagaris. Finding the player there in Stokes. It's come unstuck. Dominic Matriciani's there. Centre of the ground. No one there though. Brazali funny looking at her. Handball could have been. Way play on. Joey Costa to Radici. Flores is there. Captain Flores goes down.
She was
Referee
being held
waves play on.
there. He'll feel a bit hard done by it.
Karacha working hard. He's doing everything good. Well, that could have been handball. He's on a yellow card too. You've got to be careful. And referee sees it, and it's a free kick to Adelaide City.
Yeah, let's have a look at the replay there. This is the Flores one. Oh, no, this is the Carachir one. Yeah, he had the arm in an unnatural position. You're right about the yellow card. Intentional. Let's have a look, yeah. Anyway, back to the live play. Ball in the middle of the park. Adelaide City were on the attack. Stephanopoulos has it for Croydon on the far side. Gee, going in over enthusiastically, dare I say, was Radici. He's been spoken to by the referee just to curb his enthusiasm. Stokes plays it to Brazali. Klimek giving him something wide. Brazali looks up, goes long instead. Munro gets his head on it, or did he? Marisic says thank you very much, and he'll tidy up for Adelaide City.
They go into attack, looking for Casaborde. Can he keep it in? Doubles back. Goes short to Costa. Joey Costa can crack it. Oh, has he got it? Oh, I thought he went under him.
No.
I couldn't see it. He was so big.
A couple of weeks ago, maybe.
Throws it out. Karacha again. full of run. He's pretty fit too.
And I think this is the difference between the two midfields at the moment, guys. Is if you look at Croydon's midfield, they're prepared to run. Their movement is a lot better. Where Costa Mastriciani in the middle there, just standing still, not getting enough rhythm forward and getting the balls forward.
Gee, offside flag up, but I don't think that ball went into the other half. Let's have a look at this. The flag went up very early. Anyway, back to the live play. Chance now for Croydon on the charge. Cut back into Waters. Damazi couldn't get height on it, and that'll be a throw into Croydon. In their attacking half, they lead 1-0. Conditions just have eased up for the players and the spectators. So it'll be a throw into Klimek now. Klimek. Damazi and out of play. So turnover. And it'll be Waters to take the relieving throw in for Adelaide City. Commentary side up the line. Flores was the target. Gee whiz, Martinella not happy with the attention. Comes in, ball to Henneke. He centres it, but it's been turned over. Flores now. Henneke's got to keep his head. Martinello, sorry, had to keep his head. Carachia also. It's getting testing out there in the middle. Panagaris plays it down the middle. Henneke, the target, didn't get there, and Costa tidies up for Adelaide City.
So Joey Costa outside of the foot.
Now, the referee, yeah, good refereeing, just to settle it down because the tempers, the challenges just fraying a little bit. Watch here on the replay. Well, no, this was the loose ball by Costa, but just the referee intelligently calming down the players.
Marcos Flores having a chat with the referee, Captain Cook. And Captain Cook saying, careful, mate, you'll be walking the plank in a minute.
I was waiting for the pun on that. Took you a while to come.
Well,
you were thinking about it.
I was leading up to it.
Castle Border right in front of us. Joey Costa goes back to Waters. Waters wins a deflection off Damazi. So Adelaide City throw in. Brazzali with his first touch from the boundary line. Costa in board. Trisciani back to Marisic. Goes wide. Corbo in a 1-2, turned over. Munro comes to receive, lays it off. Henneke now, keeping on side though. Smart on the far side by Stephanopoulos. He held the line, but unfortunately the run stopped. Gives chase now, Stephanopoulos. Keeps it in. So Croydon still into attack. Munro calling for it in the box, goes wide. Gee, the attempted cross came in, but it's been skied. They might have won the throw in there. But play on, no, they ran out of line in the end. Panagaris with that deflection. Do they win the throw? That's the question. I think they have, yes. So John Panagaris for Croydon.
Panagaris with a throw in, looking for Stephanopoulos. Getting stuck in that corner, aren't they, at the moment? Throw in this time, go to Adelaide City. Corbo will take it. Goes short. Dominic Matriciani. Controller Anthony Costa was looking for the play there in Radici. Play goes down and be a throw in.
Bit of history here. 3 years ago in the grand final, these two teams met. And you guys snuck that one through, Braz, is that right?
Yeah, in extra time, we had one man down and ended up winning the game 2-1.
Carachia now on the charge for Croydon, looking to go 2-0 up here.
That was referees controversial too, that game, wasn't it?
Yeah, the goalkeeper
moved.
Or
the linesman, it was.
I was about to walk off the field when that decision made.
I know, it was terrible.
Croydon Kings.
Backs to the wall, but you won it. That's the main thing.
They give it up on this occasion. Costa has the ball taken off him. It will be backed up. Castlebord in the middle of the park for Adelaide City, trying to get over the halfway line, stuck in their defensive half at the moment. And they will stay there. As the ball on the far side, Panagaris looks up. Left-hand attacking side for Croydon, in board to Henneke. Plays it off. Here's a chance now. Stephanopoulos centres it, but no one there for Croydon. Bit of a slip by Martinello. Gee whiz. Radici got one in the back. Back to Martinello. Croydon in possession, in attack. 1-0 up. And Flores now from the turnover.
So it goes to Costa, Anthony Costa. Centre of the ground it is, Flores. Goes to Joey Costa to
Now what?
Zach Waters.
Yeah, it was a foul, but I thought
It
he
was a
was...
foul, but he could have let it play.
Yeah, that's
so
what I
we're still
would
in
have thought.
control of the ball here.
Now, on the Facebook page live, Dominic Karacha says Karacha needs a haircut. I'm pretty sure it's his sister. saying
Sorry,
that.
who was saying it?
His sister, I think, Dominique Karacha.
It is.
Saying Karacha needs a haircut. He looks good.
Offside. Against Adelaide City. First one of Adelaide City, or their second?
Second.
Yeah, they had one in the first half. Thanks to Green Play Australia. Quickly around the grounds, Bomber. Can we do that? Have we got a...
Yep, I can definitely do that. So it's still Raiders leading 1-0 against Adelaide United Youth. Campbelltown City are leading 2-0 against Adelaide Blue Eagles. Croydon Kings are still leading 1-0 against Adelaide City. It's 1-1 between Metro Stars and Para Hills. And it's 1-1 between West Adelaide and Adelaide Comets. Those score updates are brought to you by Green Play Australia.
Okay, throw in on the far side. Panagaris will take it.
Could there be a big name going down this season with South Adelaide?
Adelaide City, you're saying?
I don't know. I'm just saying, could there be a big name going down?
6 points. Could be West Adelaide too, yeah. Is it...
Well, pressure on West Adelaide are drawing at the moment. Pressure on Adelaide City, if anything.
Well, Adelaide City had to start with 6 points in the
Handicap,
arrears.
yeah. So they're in attack. Costa has it. Plays it short. Radici.
What happened to Covadia too? He was another very good player. Any news on that, brother? Covadia? You haven't seen
Don't know
him?
the fella, to be honest. Sorry.
He doesn't play for Croydon, mate. He's an Adelaide.
I know.
Is that the boy that went back to Queensland? Is that the defender you're talking about?
No,
I'm not sure about him.
He was a midfielder, attacker.
Yeah, not sure about
scoring
him.
goals and everything.
No, I'm not sure about him, guys. Look, it'll be worrying times for LA City at the minute. Obviously, today was a game where they would have probably... well, obviously the game's not over yet, but it's a game where they would be hoping to get a result out of this. Obviously, where Croydon are travelling and where they are. So, if the result doesn't come right for them, there'll be troubled times coming ahead in the next couple of weeks.
The pressure just builds
up.
up.
It just
on
builds
each
up, and it gets
result.
harder. It gets harder and harder to get that result.
They've got a free kick at the moment, though, Adelaide City, and it'll be Vukic to come across to take it.
I just feel their fitness levels aren't where they should be. Looking at them, over the years, LA City teams have been
super fit,
very fit, very sharp teams, and full of run. And I just feel they're very, very flat in a lot of areas.
Manpower's down too.
Vukic with the ball gets into the box. Marisic had the header on goal, cleared by Klimek in the end. Bang.
Yeah, it's not the same players. Brazil,
no, it isn't. It isn't. Obviously,
you
different coach, and obviously the personnel on the field is different. But that's where I'm just gauging from what we've seen over the last year with LA City.
The last time we saw them, there's 3 or 4 players missing.
And I'm looking at their squad now, and there's not enough zip for my liking.
So Waters from the throw-in. Klimek gets his head on it. So does Costa. Damazi comes away with it. Sliding challenge there by Costa. Referee didn't like it, so it'll be a free kick to Croydon. Klimek in no hurry to take it. Bit early to be winding down the clock, I would have thought. But anyway, 16 and a half gone this second half on the Green Play Australia time clock. Green Play Australia scoreboard 1-0 in favour of Croydon. And this round 11 action thanks to Velo. So Klimek goes back to Brazzali. He looks up, he chips it forward. Munro being held. Lays it off. Karachia. Flores tries to unbalance him, but good balance by Karachia. Plays it wide. Henneke, the target, didn't. The Adelaide City should come away with it. Flores now, almost in the middle of the park. Holds it up. Falls over the ball. No free kick.
Holding. Yeah,
oh, well. Soft.
Soft in the end.
Soft in the end. And was it given to him just because he's Marcos Flores? Bit of peer group pressure there for Daniel Cook. What's going on there? Anyway.
Change, looks like.
Young Alex Damazi coming off. And it looks like Peter Mercurio coming on.
Also for Adelaide City, Flores went off and Kostopoulos is coming on.
So double change there. Who went off for City, Rob? Sorry?
Flores, captain.
Okay, so Marcos Flores.
Didn't have a lot of impact game,
No,
Marcus. I think, obviously maybe he's been out for a few weeks, and I think it was just playing in that high 10 role behind Costa. It just seemed to be every time going the ball up to him, things just slowed down a little bit.
Who was the Croydon change, Brazil? Sorry?
Mercurio on for Damazi.
Peter Mercurio on for
Alex Damazi.
Number 17.
So Adelaide City going into attack. It was dangerous here. Klemic there though. Well done, Klemic.
He's been very good today, Lukey.
Throws it out quickly. Veach. And trying to find Kostopoulos. Takes the throw to Dominic Matriciani. Loses out though.
Oof.
Play going down. It'll be a free kick.
Yeah. Foul conceded by Adelaide City. They haven't conceded too many, have they, Bomber?
No, they haven't really conceded much. 4 for this half.
First half, how many did they do?
They did 7 for the first half.
So it's going down the line. Croydon King, Stephanopoulos. He's had a good day too so far. Adelaide City would take the throw in. Looking for support. Over the head there by Kostopoulos. In the way though, it's Jared Brazali. It goes over the sidelines. Over the sideline a few times in this game.
We talked about pace, Brazil. I reckon they should have an injection of that now.
Throw in taken. Headed on there by Croydon King. That's Munro.
Is that referring to Kostopoulos coming on?
Yeah, and Flores going off, I think.
Yeah, I think it was. Hopefully it gets him a little bit more bite in the middle there.
Better, quicker turnovers.
Yep.
So throw into Adelaide City. Waters, no, it's Corbo on the far side. Leaves it, throws it in, under pressure. Costa, couple to beat. His brother comes in to help him. He gets fouled, but legal, says the referee. Croydon come away with it up the line. Stephanopoulos to Munro. He's onside.
No,
flags down. Munro with the keeper to beat. Oh, good save by the keeper, but on the follow-up it's in. And that's the reserve, Peter Mercurio, scoring for the Croydon Kings. Well,
66.
Good build-up by the Croydon. Watch this on the replay. Munro questions of offside there. I reckon the linesman was behind the play a little bit. And nevertheless,
I think it was all right.
It was saved. And Mercurio on the follow-up. Nice volley.
Great finish.
Great finish.
On the VR, our VAR, it looks all right.
I don't know about that.
We haven't got a line.
Well, actually, Chappie, that's a good line. That's a good shot. 66th. And Mercurio just giving Croydon a little bit of a breathing space. Questions will be asked. I thought Munro was maybe offside. Our commentary angle obviously is a little bit askew. That camera wasn't that much askew. I think that would have been... Triciani will be asking questions about that anyway. Game back underway, Marisic. Adelaide City now 2-0 down. I know we're only halfway through the season, but that pressure is starting to build on Michael Matriciani. So in the middle of the park, it's Karachi for Croydon. Comes wide, Mercurio. Back to Klemic. Back to Mercurio. Takes on Waters. Beat the first, not the second. Costa makes sure of it. Well, Adelaide City looking a bit flat, as you said. And I can't see them turning this one around.
No, it's going to be tough from here, guys.
As it goes to Karachi. Oh, I reckon you should have cracked it from there.
Just remember, they played also 90 minutes Tuesday. Obviously, both teams did, but I think
So that's
City
no
just
excuse.
well, they're just looking a little bit more flatter. Maybe they're not fit enough to cope with 2 games in 4 days. You know, it's a big ask
at the moment.
The left side of the park, it is Stephanopoulos. Looking for support. Goes backwards. Panagaris. Once again, Stephanopoulos. He's been very good today. Trying to get to Adelaide City. Corbo. And that goes over the sideline. It will be a throw into Adelaide's Croydon Kings. Panagaris goes inboard. Hennicky. Outside of the foot, and it's going to go out for a corner kick. Croydon Kings at the moment, they are leading 2-0
think could be another goal in this game, guys.
Yeah, and it looks like
The way
coming
this-
Croydon's way.
Well, the LA City's got to next 5 minutes got to pull something back here, or else, they just keep sitting at themselves on the 18-yard box.
Well, in the last 18, Croydon have lost 11 times to Adelaide City. Looks like that's going to be reversed.
Look at Munro. Goes long. Brazzali's there too.
Header.
Got his
Off
head
target,
to it.
Yeah. It's a goal attempt.
And it's out for a goal kick.
So you're right, Rob. What do the stats really mean in the end? What does the
That's
history?
right, exactly.
What does the history really mean?
I don't know why.
Sometimes.
But I'd just like to put something out there, Paul. I think, you look at those stats. I think Croydon won the main games when we had to.
Oh, listen to the area. Yeah,
and I just wanted to mention that to my mate Damien out there.
We asked.
I know what you mean.
It only took him 70 minutes before the bias came into it.
So Karacha with the ball. He's been very good. Mercurio. Captain Klimek.
This is where I need to see Adelaide City now stepping out and putting a bit more pressure on the Croydon midfielders here.
In the way it's Vukic. Joey Costa. Casabor. Vukic.
Beautiful
goes
ball
to Martinello. Looks a bit clean to me. Doesn't get dirty in this ground. I suppose no one's really muddy.
Karachi
It's only
is.
Karachi. He gets down and gets dirty.
Just in defence of Damien Murray, might ask you to look at the trophy cabinet there, Brazza.
But the Brazza coached a hard team. Damien had a good team.
We're in colour in the last couple of years.
Anyway, here's a
Not
chance
black and
for
white.
Adelaide City. They're 2-0 down. Castelbord has a shot just over the bar.
Not bad.
Goal attempt nevertheless, off target. Watching on the replay.
I was just going to say, would Elizabeth Downs consider themselves as being a bit of a favourite in their FFA Cup semi-final?
What did you have at half-time, Bomber?
I wouldn't say they'll be a favourite, but I tell you what, they'd give themselves a chance at the minute.
Well, they're playing Elizabeth Downs in the semis, aren't they?
So LA City, Elizabeth Downs. So if you were Elizabeth Downs,
you think they might be the favourites, Bomber?
Nah, Comets are still there. Comets have been playing well.
No, just the next leg, Adelaide City, Elizabeth Downs, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yep.
Semi-final.
Oh, that's where Bomber was saying maybe Downs might be favourite if this form keeps up. Anyway, Mercurio for the Croydon Kings looking to make it number 3. Oh, Stephanopoulos was lining up the volley, didn't come off. Radici couldn't control it. Martinello lays it off. Munro from distance. Well off target. Marisic in the way anyway. As Croydon come again. It's all Croydon at the moment. Martinello going backwards. Possession would be probably 60-40, if not even more, in favour of Croydon as they get the ball into the hot spot. A deep one. And had to be dealt with as Veach tipped it over the bar for another corner.
Well, that Elizabeth Downs game against Metro State, what a crowd. I don't know if you saw the little bit of footage of it.
I did.
It was a very good crowd.
Veach, just on the replay, had to deal with that, Brazza. That was going in.
Well, it was an attempted cross, and
the wind did the rest.
And the wind did the rest. So yeah.
So corner kick.
And
to
Croydon in no hurry to take this.
Well, 20 minutes still, Brazza. It's going a bit early with the time wasting, isn't it? As the Adelaide City players remonstrate with Daniel Cook, saying what's going on. He looks at his watch to say, I'll be adding it on, boys. So corner to Croydon.
So Stephanopoulos will take this corner kick. Big Munro, also, is that Brazzali in there? Yeah, Brazzali I think is in there as well. Goes there. Munro went up. Will be cleared here by Joey Costa. Looks for support. Goes short. Finding his brother in Anthony Costa, but Croydon Kings, they shut you down quick, don't they?
Oh.
As it goes into attack, Pendergast,
Well
luckily
done, yeah.
leaving it for everybody. But the
Except
keeper
Hall.
did well. Johnny Hall.
Offside flag up against Munro.
Offside flag. Croydon Kings leading 2-0, 72 minutes, 72 and a half minutes on the Green Play Australia time clock. And Croydon leading 2-0 on the Green Play Australia scoreboard.
As Adelaide City now push the ball forward, far side of the ground. Nice little backheel by Kostopoulos. Goes for a run, gets a cross in. Costa gets a foot on it, and it's right into the chest of Hall. Goal attempt on target for Adelaide City, but either side that could have been a goal. But
definitely a good chance there.
Stopoulos giving him something wide. As Martinello comes away with it now for the Croydon Kings up to the halfway line.
That would have made it interesting if that's
Absolutely.
hit the back of the net the last 20 minutes.
2-1. What's going on over there? They don't want to give the ball back, your boys. Costanzo getting involved. Come on, Ange. Settle down. Probably wants to put the Guernsey on again himself. As Adelaide City now waters up the line. Castle boarded the target, but the wind's going to probably take that out of play.
Stars have taken the lead, boys. Stars 2 leading Parramatta 1. Bulldogs still down 2-0 against Campbelltown. Raiders leading 1-0 against Adelaide United. West Adelaide comments. It's 1-1.
Thanks to Green Play Australia going around the grounds. Score updates. So an offside against Adelaide City there, Bomber.
That's number 3 for them. Thanks to Green Play Australia.
Brazzali, long searching ball. Munro's picked up his speed a little bit this half. He's up the line. Vukic to Costa. Costa looks up. Played it straight to Karachi. Says thank you very much.
Good, hasn't he?
Karachi goes back to Mercurio, who put the second goal in for Croydon. Klemic now. Oh, Karachi got one after disposal.
It's a yellow.
Yeah, let's have a look on the replay. I would have agreed with you, Rob. Oh, yeah, that's probably yellow. Very cynical, very late.
He meant to do that.
And that's a foul at the minimum as the sun breaks through here at Polonia Reserve. Round 11 action, thanks to the Velo.
EVGs.
Australian
At least
made
it's not raining.
Australian made an engineered sports lighting Velo.
So Klemic with a free kick. Again, he'll look for Monroe or Brazzali. Goes deep over the heads of both those players. Stephanopoulos is there, mopping it up. Goes out in the way though. It's
Big Vukic. Another foul.
So Joey Costa will take this free kick.
Shirt pulling, pretty obvious, right in front of the referee.
Goes to Vukic.
Stopoulos loose, wasteful.
So throw in to Croydon Kings. Panagaris. Henneke. In the way though, Adelaide City. Looking for Cazzaborda, not a good ball. Goes to Hall. Hall will get rid of it. On there though, only Marisic. And he lets it go, and again a throw into Adelaide City.
So Adelaide City not showing the spark required. At 2-0 down, we go to the subs bench, and Castleborda coming off for Adelaide City. Gee, I thought he had speed to stay on, but Sue's coming on.
You want to keep these little nuggety players
Massimo Falco.
in these conditions?
Looks like Massimo Falco coming on for Adelaide City. Any history on this young lad? This name? Haven't heard this name before. Anyone?
I saw him come on Tuesday night. I think he was part of their under-18 squad that's been playing their start of the season, and debuted last Tuesday night in the FA Cup.
Matriciani relying on his youth. As from the throw in now. Falco with his first touch out of play. So it'll be a throw in to the Croydon Kings. Jared Brazzali to take it. No, he's not. He's leaving it for his captain, Klemic. Halfway line. 2-0 up, Croydon. In cruise control, possibly. High foot by Waters. Costa comes away with it, claims the handball. Ignored by the ref. Heavy touch by Costa. Waters does well to win it back. Gee, testing challenges here as Costa. The Anthony type goes back to Marisic. He'll go switch the play. Christopoulos the runner. Too heavy for him. Had to be Corbo that came. Good touch in the end by Matriciani. Needs support. Comes in the way of Vukic. Adelaide City in possession. They switch the play. Klemic too heavy. Thought he was going to get there. Here's the fresh legs. Falco on the park, but offside against young Falco and against Adelaide City.
Just another score update. Metro Stars are leading 3-1 against Para Hills.
Looks like pizzas are on Rob tonight.
Metro's leading 3-1 against Para Hills.
You're pretty confident, aren't you, Rob?
Croydon about to make a change, guys.
Alex Sinansky, the man to come on for the Kings. Who's coming off? Henneke's turned around. Thought it was him. Might be him.
Does anyone want to go off?
I think it will be Henneke, and he's using the next year's rule where they can come off anywhere on the ground from next year.
Oh, they're doing it straight away.
Well, they're doing it here today.
Correct.
So Sinansky on.
I don't mind that rule.
Officially it comes in next year.
But they're obviously doing it here.
And Zaid Henneke.
I think Ange is just strengthening up the middle of the park here, where he's putting in Sanowski and Martinello together as the 2 6s and just pushing Paddy as his lone 10.
Ball turned over. Chance for, in fact, Sinansky gets his first touch, finds Karachi, who's dancing on the ball at the moment. Gets support in the way of Stephanopoulos. Being held was Marisic. Could have been a free. Is a free. Munro a bit untidy there. So Adelaide City with a free kick coming out of defence. Charged down. Good pressure by Croydon, and that's what Adelaide City aren't doing back at Croydon. They turn it over in the end. Ball on the far side of the ground. Panagaris taking no prisoners in that challenge.
So ball's on the far side. Karacha playing more of a midfield, isn't he, Brazza? They were starting with 1 6 and 2 10s.
Okay. And now they've just reverted to 2 6s, 1 10. So Paddy will just play that behind Munro on his own, and Shinowski will just come alongside
Yellow card to
Martinello.
Munro, boys. Just sorry to jump in there, Brazza. One too many shirt tugs there by Munro, so he gets the 3rd yellow card of the afternoon. Nathan Munro. I know it's part of the time wasting thing, Brazza, but a yellow card is a yellow card. Did he need to do that at 2-0 up?
Well, it's probably just a force of habit of a 9, just a striker just on the shoulder of the defender and just pulling him away. Trying to get to
attack for Adelaide City.
Not
again,
for long.
Karacha, he's got to go. He's got to be up there, the man of the match.
His work rate's been fantastic today. He's just been everywhere again.
Yeah, it's down here, isn't it, Bomber? The wine.
Okay,
I've just got it down here, guys. I just had a
beautiful
couple of glasses, and it's not bad.
Say something for us.
No, look, Paddy's had an outstanding game today, guys. I think he's, and his work ethic is always at the same level, and he's always committed player. And I think he'd definitely be up there in one of the best 3 today.
So it's Croydon Kings coming away with the ball right hand side of the park. Martinello goes in board. Mercurio scored the 2nd goal. Coming on and scoring. A bad thing to do. As Captain Klimek goes backwards. Martinello playing keepies off at the moment, and now he loses it. Goes to Joey Costa. Outside of the foot, goes short. Christopoulos sends Corbo on his way. Still can get back into this game. Still a bit of time. Goes out, gets the cross, chance. Klimek up in the air though. Clearing it, only as far as that was Rosici. That was a fresh area as well. As Waters. Goes to Vukic. Adelaide City. What can they do? Goes down towards Waters.
Nah, you're never going to get past Klimek.
And he tried a trick. Did he keep it in? No, he didn't. It's a goal kick to Croydon Kings. We're taken here by John Hall.
I can see Ange getting out of his bunker there, having just a little spill to Martinello, and it's fair enough in that situation where they're 2-0 up, and I
think we're having a change, boys.
Croydon just need to just keep the ball here a little bit longer periods and let LA City just run.
Scardinio to come on, Stephanopoulos to come off.
This is son of ex-player Phil Scardinio.
Scardinio, former coach as well.
Yes, he was. Yes, at the club for many years.
Yep. Former schoolmate of yours and mine, Brazza. Did you go to St. Nick's?
Yeah, I went to St. Michael's. He was older than me, obviously, and older than
obviously.
So, just looking at
makes you older,
just to put it out there, just looking at both of you compared to me, a lot older.
It's all right. It's okay. We get better with
Well,
it. We're like wine.
I can see white hair, Braz. I can't see no white hair on Paul.
We're just like that Claymore wines,
Paul
mate.
hasn't got it.
That's what he's saying.
That's no, mate. My sad jokes.
Some former names around the place, isn't there?
You're only as old as you feel, Paul.
Don't worry, mate. I feel very old. This cold weather doesn't make it any better. But anyway, 2-0 up, Croydon in cruise control. 83 and a bit gone in the game. As Costa tried his heart out. Yeah. Spot on, Rob. If the others showed some of the grit he's shown this afternoon, they might not have been in this predicament, Adelaide City. As Matriciani goes back to Marisic. Goes wide to Corbo. Corbo looks up. Goes short, Kostopoulos. Back to goal. It's not what he wants. Costa now. Plays the ball wide. Waters can't keep it in. No way. That was bouncing away from him all the way. So 2-0, Croydon in control. Approaching 39 gone in this second half on the Green Play Australia time clock. Green Play Australia scoreboard. Croydon in control.
Adelaide City trying to get it out. Joey Costa again.
From behind.
What
do we say?
Mercurio gives away the flick. So it'll be Waters. Joey Costa over the ball, but Joey Costa looks like he'll take it. The big guns. He's going to look for his brother, Anthony Costa. Udici's up there.
They
also
need a goal.
Marisic.
They need a goal and they need it now if they want to
The big tall
salvage
timber
anything
of
from this
Marisic
game.
is there.
Oof, not good delivery.
Good backheader there by Matriciani. Chance still bobbling around. The clearance there goes over the sideline for a throw-in.
Throw into Adelaide City. Time the enemy. 2-0 down. The best I think they could get in this game is a draw at best. Matriciani could have almost been offside. Kostopoulos now he's in the box. Angle against him though, so gets the cut back. Sinansky there for Croydon. They'll come away with it. Almost up to the halfway line. Scardino under pressure. Gets a nudge in the back.
Well done.
Play on, says the
That's
referee.
offside.
That is offside. Referee not up with a play. Gee, I reckon we were more in line than he was. But
Well, I saw
anyway.
that offside.
Bowling dispute in the middle of the park. Referee sees a free kick going
We
the way
could-
of
we
Adelaide
could-
City, and
we
here
could
comes
be the
another card.
VARs, can't we?
I don't think we'd move fast enough for that. Who gets that yellow card? Panagaris, I think, got the yellow card for Croydon. So that's 3 yellow cards to Croydon, 1 to Adelaide City, thanks to Green Play Australia.
So Adelaide City, can they get back into this game?
Is that Spanner? Is that Harold, do you think, that wasn't keeping up?
Yeah, it could be.
He
Could
could
have,
have, or it could have been Dion Turner, not to throw Spanner under the bus.
So, is Joey Costa taking this again?
Yes.
Okay, should be in there himself. Looking for Marisic was there. Vukic cleared. Goes to Scardino. If they can get a run here, if you can win it.
Oh, he's
Well
still
done,
on there.
Corbo.
I thought Stephanopoulos was off.
Goes into towards left side. Stephanopoulos. Free kick.
Who came off then for Scardino, Brazza?
Young.
Oh, is your battery going again? Yes, it is. Chuck that one out, mate, and start again. Should have one in there, mate. He's filling his pockets.
So it's on the far side. Players having a chat with the referee.
You got a positive there. Do you see how your eyes, mate? No, you better bring it in.
Give it to Paul.
Oh, and I've got bad eyesight too. He's going 50-50. He's going to see if this works.
So throw in on the far side, or actually it's a free kick. They go into attack. It's Croydon Kings, but harmlessly goes over the goal line for a goal kick. Quickly taken here by Vich.
No,
87
he's
minutes
50,
played.
50-50 was wrong.
They go into attack. Well, centre of the ground that is at the moment. In the way it's Captain Klimek. Only as far as Dominic Matriciani. Hit the back of the play that's come on, I think. Trying to pick him up as it goes out. Joey Costa. That's Kostopoulos. So Kostopoulos looking for Waters, looking promising, but into the arms of the keeper there. They quickly throw it out. Captain Klimek controls, goes for a run. Croydon Kings holding the ball. Klimek. Hotly on him is the Adelaide City player in Falco. And that's over the sideline for a goal kick.
Throw in, looks like, from here.
Oh, throw in, sorry. So throw in. Klimek. Goes short. Mercurio. And is he going to go out for a corner kick? Oh, goal kick. Told you it was a goal kick. 2 minutes later. So, Veach gets it out. Right hand side of the park. Marusic coasting down the line. Looking for Kostopoulos. And tussling around.
Just on that change there, Paul, there was Nathan Moreau's come off with Eric Scardino's come on.
Nathan Munro, okay.
So throw in on the far side. Croydon Kings looks like got a stranglehold in this game. They are leading 2-0. In the way, Adelaide City.
Mark, just looking at the next 3 weeks, Croydon have got Comets, South Adelaide and Para Hills before they got their bye. Would you say that those 3 games would be winnable games for them?
Oh, look, definitely. Today they'll take a lot out of this game. You know, there was a lot of, obviously after a couple of weeks of not getting a win, today will build a bit of confidence in the squad, which they will definitely go to Comets next week and look at trying to get a result. Trying to get a result, and
that's a yellow card.
Definitely a yellow card.
Stupid. As a former coach, Brazil,
yep.
What's your comment on that?
Well,
apart from ridiculous,
there's so much you can do as a coach when you've got silly things like that. But there was no need for it. You're 2-0 up. Yellow cards as the season comes on are vital.
That's right.
As the last.
So do you
5,
say
6
anything
weeks.
to him afterwards?
Well, you do. You pull him aside and said, look, you got to have a bit of discipline in yourself, because obviously they count at the end of the year, and squads become thin with injuries and whatever, and
right.
You just can't afford to give silly things away.
Could have been a foul against Adelaide City there, and it certainly is.
Mm-hmm.
So
Time on.
We are into extra time by 20 odd minutes, 20 odd seconds.
Metro's leading 4-1 now.
Just hearing that more confidence, aren't you? So free kick to the Croydon Kings, who have been tested, but not greatly, we must say, this afternoon here at Polonia Park. All thanks to Velo. Round 11 action. Hall with the clearance. Mercurio goes for it. So did Waters. Waters looks like the type that would take no prisoners also. So it'll be a throw into the Croydon Kings. Yep. Klimek.
Played with the Adelaide United youth too.
Always a minute of extra time has gone, and what about our Green Play Australia man of the match?
To me, well, it's Karacha for me or Klimek.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. One of those two for me, guys, at the minute.
Can you make it?
Well, I'll lean towards Karacha.
Bomber?
I'm going to go with Karacha because I think he's been there, all the plays and everything else. I don't think he assisted with one of the goals too today.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that. I think Paddy's, although Lukey's had a good game, but I think Paddy's just been everywhere today. His work rate's been up and down. He's defended. He's played combinations with the strikers. He's got the ball in good areas, and look, he's had a solid game.
There you go. So Stephanopoulos still giving chase. 2-0 up, Croydon. It's Matriciani with the defending. Plays it up the line. Kostopoulos. Back against goal. It's not where he wants to be. Plays it wide. Costa, he's been prolific really for Adelaide City. The only one who's played his heart out, you could say. Still Costa going towards the corner flag, try to get the cut back. Wins the corner for his team. As I said, if they all showed the endeavour he has this afternoon, they may not have been in this predicament.
He's got a lot of weight on his shoulders playing in the middle of that park, because I suppose he's experienced in that, and he's probably trying to, as you said, Paul, he's got to probably needs a little bit more help from other players.
Swatting flies from the corner kick, still a chance. Radici one way then the other. Oh, just over the bar too.
Fantastic move from Radic there, just trying to get get his body around the ball to get a
That
shot.
was a really good shot, just over the bar. Watching the replay, keeper would have had it covered anyway, but he had a sea of players to contend
Another former Croydon Kings player, Radici.
So Adelaide City trailing 2-0 and look like losing 2-0 as we've played 3 minutes of extra time on the Green Play Australia time clock. This Hall from the clearance over the halfway line. Marisic has been good for Adelaide City in defence, but that's not where you want to be good. You want to be good in attack. Costa, he's just about worn the leather today. Through ball, this is better. Kostopoulos goes wide. Chance now for Falco, but the referee's seen offside.
A couple of final scores. Metro Stars winning 4-1 against Parry Hills. Raiders winning 3-1 against Adelaide United, and West Adelaide held on to a draw there.
I think my mate Robbie Saraceno will be sleeping a little bit better tonight.
Yes, against Elizabeth Downs, yeah. So West Adelaide 1-0 against Adelaide Commerce. The other games, progress, it's Campbelltown 2 leading Blue Eagles 0.
Marisic for Adelaide City clears the ball up over the halfway line. Brazzali. And that's going to be the full-time whistle. And Mercurio had his final touch. And final touch of the game. And it's Croydon Kings running our victors. Yep, 2-0 over Adelaide City, who, I've got to say, Rob, were a little bit disappointing this afternoon.
Started off all right, didn't they? I thought they were on top in the first 15 to 20, but it seems like after that it was a little bit even. And Croydon took over in that first half, at the end of that first half, and virtually all Croydon in the second half.
Certainly was. And Bomber, just tallying up those stats, do you still want a few moments before we go down to our Green Play Australia Man of the Match?
Yeah, just give me...
Sure. It will be young Karachia.
Mark's shaking hands to everyone.
Well, just catching up with...
I think he's coaching there out there.
It's catching up with all the boys, really.
Shaking the boys' hands.
No, that's fine. Yeah.
Sorry, guys, I'll be with you in a minute.
No, that's all right. You do what you have to do.
Set it up first.
Set it up, get him wide for sound. And Rob, just going back to Adelaide City, where to now? And the pressure cooker builder, well, the pressure is built. You ready, Bob?
Well, they've moved away a little bit, haven't they? West Adelaide extra point away from the relegation zone. Croydon Kings come away a little bit. So it's virtually just West Adelaide at the moment. Although maybe Parry Hills into the picture along with Adelaide United as well.
So, Bomber, let's go through those stats before we go down to Mark.
Yeah, so full-time stats thanks to Green Play Australia. So Croydon had 6 shots.
Actually, we might put that on hold because I think the boys are ready. So we'll go down to our Claymore Wines presentation, and it's the Green Play Australia Man of the Match, Patrick Karachia with Mark Brazzali.
Yeah, congratulations, Paddy. Fantastic game, man of the match. Couple of bottles of wine for you, to take home. And look, it was I feel it was a bit of a slow start, but I thought as the game progressed, I think Croydon eventually probably deserved the win in the end. And your performance today was magnificent in my eyes, and I think in the boys where your work rate was fantastic today. How did you see the game?
Very tight game. It's slippery conditions, but I reckon it's the way us as Croydon, we like playing this. So,
you like these conditions in the wet and that? So
yeah.
Yeah.
Adelaide City, were you a bit disappointed, Patrick, in regards to how much they showed? You guys showed more endeavour. Were you expecting a bit more from Adelaide City?
No, I reckon it was a tight game. They were good, we were good. It's just ended up winning in the end.
Did you think after Tuesday night, Paddy, there was probably a little bit more, bite for you guys to get the result today after what happened Tuesday night, losing to get to them in the FA Cup?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, we're coming off a pretty bad streak, and especially Tuesday night. And I guess today really needed to get the win, and we're all ready for it. And I guess we just did our job.
Paddy, good game, mate. These conditions suit you. A bit of rain on the ground. You seem to run pretty good on these conditions.
Yeah, these conditions are the best. I reckon all of us love playing on this. Everyone.
What was Andrew's message at half-time against Adelaide City? What did he have to say to you boys at half-time?
He said, playing well, just keep doing what we're doing, show a little bit more aggression, and hopefully come out on top.
Well, congratulations, Patrick. Paddy. You're calling him Paddy.
I want to ask you one thing.
Here we go.
Who's the better coach, the guy next to you or Choco Costanzo?
You can't put him on the spot there.
Well, no,
he's got his coach 5 metres away.
He'll say the political thing. They were both good. Go on.
Yeah, that's it. Both good.
He's going to say something different.
Patrick, I will ask you about how you're seeing your form this season. You seem to be fully fit, running at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Are you your hardest judge? How do you see your form?
Yeah, I mean, start of the season I wasn't doing too well. Missed the first game suspension. Was still a little bit unfit. Now I'm starting to gradually get fitness each game.
Okay, Braz, I just got to do one thing before you let Patrick go. Is you got to get the black bag back. He has the wine inside, but we got to have the black bag back, mate.
No worries, mate.
You got the Claymore wines there, Patrick.
You
Congratulations.
Show it to the camera.
Yeah, just say, well, hell, look at that, beautiful.
So just hold that up. You can show that to the camera.
So
it's just a bit of Claymore
wines. Beautiful, excellent, fantastic. Congratulations, Patrick Carachia, our Green Play Australia man of the match, with the 2 bottles of wine. Good on you, mate. The Claymore wines, I should say. Really.
Claymore
wines, yeah. Just need the bag back. It was a bit of free.
Yeah, I was saying these conditions suit him. He likes the bit of water on the ground. He's light-footed. He can really run on it.
Yeah, but as Braz has said, I think this ground absorbs the water very well, so it's not slippery out there, is it?
No, look, as I said, I'm sitting on the sideline there all game, and look, it does. It was start of season. They had a bit of problems getting water on this ground actually, and it was a bit hard. And the last week or two with this bit of rain, it's just settled really nice. And look, I thought it was a great day for football and a great surface to play. As I said at half time, I felt that, if anything, both the teams probably could have used the ball, used possession a bit more and kept the ball a bit more. But obviously, as the game got on, I thought Adelaide City died out a little bit and Croydon really ran over them in the end.
They both played cup games. They both aren't full-time professionals. So you can't say that's an advantage or a disadvantage.
No.
They had the same handicap, but what it does show that Croydon are the fitter team of the two.
I mean, the players last time we saw them, like I said, Cavaduyo, it's not there. Elliot Green, he's a defender, he's not there. Kostopoulos has been injured, he's just got back. Even Marcos Flores
they lost some
has
speed.
been injured.
Booker not playing today.
And Booker, that's the other one too.
Well, Books was a big loss for him today. I think he gives him a bit of energy in the middle of the park. And he was a big loss.
Would have been good to see those two together.
But, I still think they've got the personnel to turn it around. Even coming on, I thought he had a fair game, was Radic when he came on. He did the business for the squad, but, they still got, obviously, Booker and... I just think in the next couple of weeks they need to get these people on the park and because if they don't, they could find themselves in trouble in about 2 to 3 weeks' time.
Paul Bombardietti, he got some stats, full-time stats for us, please.
And we've got to get going soon because
of what, the weather's coming again?
Coming in?
Sure, yeah.
So full-time stats thanks to Green Play Australia. So Croydon had 6 shots, 3 on target, 3 off target. They committed 17 fouls, committed 1 corner, made 4 saves, conceded 2 offsides and had the 1 yellow card. So for Adelaide City, they had 11 shots, 3 on target, 8 off target, committed 13 fouls, made 6 corners, conceded 6 offsides and had the 3 yellow cards.
What do you read into that, Mr. Peppicelli?
Croydon Kings 1-2-0.
What do you think of this, guys? I'm just in my thoughts. We're talking about Adelaide City here, which let's
call a spade a spade.
Call a spade a spade. They're in trouble. And they are. They're in trouble at the moment as a club and obviously as a team. I think this FA Cup could be a hindrance to them too. And I've been there and done it for the last 7-8 years where, you've got to front up midweek games and prepare a team for 2 competitions. It's not easy.
And you want to play your best team
And
too.
you want to play your best
Whereas
team.
In
So
the old days, the old Federation Cup, you really didn't play your best team till the final.
And it does. And the importance really for them now is 3 points on Saturday. For me, let's face it, they're not good enough to win the FA Cup, as in to go further, progress in that competition. Obviously, they're going to see themselves in a semi now, and you go for it.
They should be in the final.
You know, they should get themselves to a final. You would think, but it does become difficult for them there because they need to choose where you want to go. Because if you concentrate on the FA Cup too much, and you let slide the local level in 2 weeks' time.
But Braz, it's not what it used to be. It is getting on the national stage now, so it is a big carrot. I know it's an unwanted distraction, but it's
yeah. But as Paul, as
catch-22.
Yeah, but as a point of a club now, would you rather be playing that game on a one-off game or going down to second division?
That's the dilemma. That's the catch-22 you're in.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to get on that national stage, but you don't want to be fighting relegation also.
Yep.
Okay, looking at the scores, the final scores are all over the grounds. Raiders 3 defeated Adelaide United. Gee, Adelaide United youth aren't doing too well of late.
Yeah, I think they've got a few injuries. I'm not sure whether they've got any players down from the A-League playing there at the minute. So
got the what's his name? Amiento.
Amiento's playing, but I think there was a few boys that had to be rested.
Pacifico,
I think he was injured last week. I don't know if he played today.
He was played last week.
Yeah.
Oh, he got injured.
He got injured, yeah. So I'm not sure if he played today. But look, Raiders, I saw Raiders last week, and Raiders are a very good side too. You know, they're a very fit side. They'll play 90 minutes and run hard. So it was always going to be a hard game.
Metro Stars 4 defeated Para Hills 1. West Adelaide drew 1-1 with Adelaide Comets. Blue Eagles were defeated by Campbelltown 2-0. And the big game here, the match of the round, Croydon Kings winning 2-0.
You've got the live ladder as well.
Myself and Brazza were the only one to pick
here
it.
we go.
But I'm Brazza.
Do we get a wine for that?
Well, I'll get you
I
one.
think it's on Mark Brazzali's tab when we go inside.
What happened there?
Well, you touched the thing where you shouldn't have touched.
Anyhow, the ladder is Campbelltown on top on 23 points, along with Blue Eagles on 23. My prediction, Campbelltown will make the grand final.
Look, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, look,
they will, mate. They've got a great team.
With the team that they've got, I can't see, and no disrespect to everybody else in the league. You know, Campbelltown.
It's taken them a while to get going, but now they.
Well, you know, they had a big year last year where they didn't finish the season till November, so their pre-season got probably distorted a little bit, and 100%. They probably started a little bit late. But the squad is just an unbelievable team that Joey's put together, and you know, to be honest, they would be looking at. There's nothing shorter than becoming top, and I think look, they've got their eye on this FA. Oh no, sorry, they're out of the FA Cup. They got knocked out, so you know
they're in it anyhow in the FA Cup
anyway. So sorry, they are too. Yeah, so I think they would have their eye on that too. I think that was one of an agenda that I reckon that they would love to be involved in and go further in that cup.
Anyhow, Blue Eagles second, as I said, with 23 as well. Adelaide Comets third. They've done okay with the new coach, haven't they? Con Antonio's done a great job.
He's only lost one game, I think.
Yeah, he's turned it around fantastic. So, you know, sometimes it happens. And, look, at the end of the day, Con's gone there with a good squad himself. You know, the team is a very good side that they've built up in the last 3-4 years. And, you know, probably just needed a bit of tinkering with. And maybe he's just putting something that they were missing, and he's probably seen what they've been missing, and it's coming together.
And not forgetting Voyeur too, he's done a great job with the Blue Eagles.
Voyeur's done fantastic. You know, they were pretty quiet in pre-season. Nobody really spoke about him. No one really heard about him. And look, I saw them play against Croydon 3 weeks ago, and I was very impressed with them.
But could
they were a
this
very good
be
team.
the downslide though?
The Blues. Look, it's always going to be tough for them.
Might have the Blues.
It's always going to be tough for them because they've come up from the second division to first division. They've had a great start. And I always say over the years, this is the funny period now in June where the weather gets a bit cold and the grounds get a bit softer and harder to play on. So and injuries come and suspensions and whatever. So you know this is the testing time for all clubs in the next 4 or 5 weeks.
Raiders coming from State League as well.
Yep.
On 4th position on 19. Metro Stars on 19. Olympic on 15. Croydon just outside the 6 on 14. Adelaide United on 13 with Para Hills on 13, West Adelaide on 9, Adelaide City on 6 and South Adelaide on 4.
Well, so much for the history books because it was only their 6th win of late against Adelaide City here at Polonia Park. So Croydon...
not forgetting Adelaide City lost 6 points. They could have been on 10.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the history, the history that you guys don't want to look at.
No,
but there is a bit of a gap starting to form now. The bottom 3 starting to look over their shoulder because there's just that gap growing. South Adelaide, Adelaide City, West Adelaide. This was a classic 6-pointer today. Boys, I want to thank Mark Brazzali for... sorry, I've got to thank Mark Brazzali, our boundary rider, filling in for Ryan Marveggio. And, of course, our 2 boys on the camera, young Pete and Chappie, of course, doing beautiful work in trying conditions. And Pete's off for a while. He's going OS.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
so-
going overseas.
And, of course, our statistician, Paul Bombardieri, and your commentators today, Rob Peppicelli and Paul
He must be getting
Pilazzari.
paid a lot of money to go overseas.
I think he gave himself a bonus or
Did
something.
he?
I'm not too sure. Yeah. Anyway, we'll leave it at that, and we hope you
I
enjoyed
know what you mean.
we hope you enjoyed the broadcast today. Croydon Kings running out victors, 2-0 over Adelaide City. We're in a little bit of trouble. We'll catch you next time on the LSA team. It's good afternoon.
Let's go! Come on! Let's go! Come on! Let's go! Come on! Let's go! Come on! Let's go! 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 Let's go! 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 Let's go! 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 Let's go! Go! Let's go!
I was worried when we had to cancel our Fiji holiday because of that unexpected cyclone.
Yeah, we'd already prepaid the flights and accommodation.
It's all covered because you took out an RAA travel insurance premium policy.
Clever us.
And because you booked your holiday through RAA Travel, we were able to rebook you to the Whitsundays.
Perfect.
So you guys can relax even more. Take off with more. Get a quote today.